Well, man, we're gonna hurt a lot of feelings today, man. A lot of feelings will be hurt today, and in doing so, right, a lot of people are, you know, telling the truth is frowned upon in the sport of boxing. Telling the truth is frowned upon in the sport of boxing. It just is. Um, People just don't want to hear the truth. That's just the facts of the matter, you know. And I know people have their favorites, and these and the fighters are heroes to a lot of people. They are, you know, they're heroes. And because of that, you don't want to hear the truth, right? You refuse to hear the truth. And anybody that talks about the truth or brings up the truth or speaks the truth, right? It gets frowned upon. It's negative, right? Or you're viewed in a negative light. Or, you know, today's time, they love this quote, this phrase that everybody uses today's time. The word, oh man, you don't like this person, you dislike that person, you know, simply because you telling the truth, right? I am somebody, you know, I'm going to deal in facts over feelings. I'm not here just to please the mass majority of people. Uh, um, you know, exactly, Trey Dennis. They didn't lie when they said the truth hurts, and it's the truth, right? That's the truest thing ever spoke. The truth hurts, and people don't want to hear the truth. They want to live in fantasy land. Okay, fantasy land is more comfortable. It's more comfortable. Okay, and that's where people like to reside. As I told you guys, and I'm gonna say to all of this before we get this stream and get all the way in it, right? Hence the reason why I tell you guys all the time, right? Uh, um, is that um, you see how members only, you see what he says? He's smoking, I'm out, right? Why did you come? Now make that make sense. He said, he's smoking, I'm out. Well, ask yourself this question: why did you come? Because the truth hurts. You see, it's a repellent. It's a repellent, is what it is, right? It's a repellent, right? It's sunlight to a vampire. That's exactly what it is. It's sunlight to a vampire, right? So they can't, you see, a vampire can't resist but to try to get a peek at the sun, knowing what the sun is going to do to them, right? Because it's the truth out there. But they can't help themselves. They have to. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Michael Fedner, I challenge you and I open the platform to you to come and prove me otherwise. You see, this is what they can't do. They love to live in fantasy land. See, he says, LOL, now Tank Doug Haney and Shakur to fight Roach. You Haney cash different. I don't even know what you Haney cash different. They can't even put their sentences together properly. I put your stuff right there.
Okay.
They can't even control themselves emotionally enough to put a proper sentence together. You see, their adrenaline is going so 1,000 miles a minute so fast, right, that they can't even put a proper sentence together, because you know when you have nervous energy or your adrenaline's pumping, you can't focus. They can't even focus to put a sentence together because they're so emotionally invested. This is what happens, right? This is what happens. You understand? And so anytime you talk down their hero or you speak the truth on their hero, right? Then this is what happens. They're emotionally driven. I deal in facts over feelings. Hence the reason why I tell you guys all the time, entertainment is at an all-time high. What's running the headlines in the tabloids today? Think about this now. What's running the headlines in the tabloids today? Is the headlines about people that are in poverty, or the headlines today's time is a guy by the name of Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puffy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. The Diddler. One man is running the tabloids because entertainment helps you escape reality. Because entertainment helps you escape reality. People want to be entertained and they want to escape their reality. So here, when I'm speaking the truth about a situation, that a guy helps them escape reality. Because here's the thing, right? The thing is, right, when we speak the truth on this boxing situation, in this situation with Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Gervonta Tank Davis is very entertaining. He's very talented. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He is very entertaining. He's very talented. Okay, and he's great at what he does. Nobody can take that away from him. I'm not trying to take that away from him. I'm just saying he's strategically not picking the fights that are the most resistance. He is choosing the path of least resistance. You understand? The path of least resistance. Punch Talk. H-Dub, what's up, family? JD said, negativity. That's the problem. Why is every video posted about ducking? Why we can't talk simple boxing? Well, this is simple mathematics, JD. You see, once again, reality escapes. Maya, Egypt, peace and blessings, Queen. Oh, sorry, Queen. Once again, reality and common sense escapes. Aman Hotep Haru, what's up? Once again, Roski Production was good. Once again, reality escapes. JD said negativity. That's the problem. Why is every video posted about ducking? Why can't we talk simple boxing? Well, how can we talk simple boxing when the best are not fighting the best? Go ahead and tell me. When you have the people running the sport, not giving you the fights that you need to see to keep the sport thriving, well, then tell me, how can we talk simple boxing? Go ahead and tell us, JD. Tell us. They are not keeping the sport flowing. So please explain to me how we're talking simple boxing. Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell us. Heavy hitter said it's a business, man. Okay, well then don't tell me. If it's a business, I have no problem with that. Well, then be truthful. Regardless of the fact, Kingdom of Kush, AZ Kane, what's up? Regardless of the fact, since you said, RJ, what's up, family? Since you said it's a business, I have no problem with it being a business. But since it's a business, then we have to tell the truth. If he's going the business model, then he's clearly not fighting the best strategically because it's a business. So then I'm not right. I'm not wrong. I'm right. Because it's a business. So he's strategically picking and choosing who he wants to fight because it's a business. Just because you're telling me it's a business don't make it right. Cameron Fields, what's up, family? Jason Kirkland, what's up? Trey Dennis, what's up? Silver Server, what's good? How Tank Duck Shakur? Devin got his beat. Why would Tank fight him off a loss? Cool. But he was going to fight Isaac Cruz, who he already beat? But he fought Rolly Romero, who did absolutely nothing in the sport? But he fought Frank Martin, who arguably lost his last fight against Artem Haratinian? And Devin Haney was absolutely cheated in the fight, and we know this? Yet you just said that Devin got beat in his last fight, right? But yet Tank didn't say anything to Shakur Stevenson this entire time. Shakur Stevenson's a network promotional free agent. He had no words for Shakur Stevenson. Didn't address Shakur Stevenson saying he never sent him a contract. Ignored that entire thing, but decided to sit down and watch a whole Devin Haney interview after Devin Haney got beat up, like you said. Right? Just like you said. You said Devin Haney got beat up. So why is he important to Tank Davis then? To sit down and watch an entire interview of Devin Haney and publicly respond to Devin Haney. Please explain that, Silver Surfer. Go ahead while we wait. He's not relevant. So why did Tank Davis decide to take the social media and go back and forth with a man that's not relevant? Now watch this now. Silver Surfer said he ain't watched the interview. Let me ask you a question. How you know? Listen, this is how ridiculous, bruh. Silver Surfer, go sit in the corner. Go sit in the kiddie table, brother. Somebody get the Mott's apple juice, right? Somebody get the Mott's apple juice. This brother just told me, listen what Silver Surfer said. He ain't watched the interview. How do you know he ain't watched the interview? You was with him? How you know he only watched clips, bro? How you know he didn't watch how you know he ain't watched the interview? Go sit at the kiddie table, brother. Go sit at the kiddie table. Go sit and have several seats at the kiddie table, brother. Have several seats there. Have several seats at the kiddie table. Have several seats. You pom-pom shaking, $10 Walmart sneaker wearing, lollipop sucking fanatics is ridiculous. This dude just said he ain't watched the interview. How you know what that man did or did not do? How you know what Tank? This is the disgustingness in the sport of boxing. I want y'all to look at this. This is the disgustingness in the fanboys that absolutely disgust me. This dude said he ain't watched the interview. How do you? Are you Tank Davis? Are you Tank Davis? Even his significant other don't know what he did in his day entirely. My wife don't know what I watched in the day. How this dude know? This is amazing. How do he know what Tank did and didn't do? What he watched today? How he know what Tank watched today? He ain't watched the whole interview. What? What? Where do they find these people, bro? Where do they find these people? Where do they find these people? Heavy hitters. Here we go. Again, we just create narratives and just flat out lie. This guy, heavy hitter, said none of these guys are willing to fight Tank at 135. That is a lie. I want y'all to see the defense mechanism. I want you guys to pay attention to these Avengers, these Tank Davis Avengers. This dude says nobody at 135 trying to fight him. Shakur Stevenson is a 135-pound champion and willing to unify the belts. J. Pitty City, what's up, family? So how could you come here and say nobody at 135 should fight him, wants to fight him? How could a dude come here and say Tank didn't watch a video? How do you know what this dude watched? How do you have time in your day and come here and say, man, Tank ain't watched that video? What? How you know what he watched? For all you know, he could have took a road trip for 2 hours. He could have took a road trip for 2 hours and watched the video. How you know what he did or didn't do? And this dude saying nobody at 135 when Shakur clearly said he raised his hand. Shakur raised his hand and said, I'm available. Shakur raised his hand and said, I'm available. He reached out to Shakur and Shakur Stevenson if he was available. He said, yeah, and he never reached back out. And you dudes talking about This guy says nobody at 135 will fight him. Shakur is the champion at 135 and trying to unify the belts. When did Shakur miss weight? When did Shakur Stevenson 140 pounder? Somebody please enlighten me. I don't know when that took place. And all of a sudden, Shakur is not 135 pounder. The other brother told me Tank ain't watched the video. Like he know what this dude do 24/7, 365. He ain't watched that video. He just saw clips. Well, even if he saw the clips, right? Even if it's just the clips that he saw, right? What would make him watch the clips and respond to Devin Haney since Devin Haney is not relevant? Make this make sense. If Devin Haney is not relevant, why would you watch the clips and respond to that? Furthermore, the whole world is talking about you versus Shakur Stevenson. You don't respond. So let me ask you a question. He didn't see the clips of Shakur Stevenson saying Tank ain't never sent me the contract? He never saw those clips? He never saw those clips. We got another one. My brother, Mr. Boxing Fanatics. He said, when did Shakur say he wanted to unify because he had Cordina and Zepeda? Make this make sense. Zepeda is his mandatory, so he's clearly telling you he wants to unify the belts, hence the reason why he's honoring his mandatory. That's his mandatory. He wouldn't honor his mandatory in Williams Zepeda if he had no intentions of unifying. That means he wants to keep the belt so that he can unify. We know Shakur Stevenson's on record saying he wants to be undisputed in 135-pound division. And then on top of that, here's another reason you know this, okay? The day that Tank Davis called and said he wanted to make the fight, Shakur said, I'm available, let's make it. Isn't that him saying he wants to unify the belts? Didn't Shakur Stevenson say to Lomachenko, you got a belt, I got a belt, let's unify the belts, let's fight? Didn't he say that? Shakia Fields, peace and blessings, Queen. Mr. Boxer said he didn't go after no champions. My great brother, I love you. But here's the thing. Last time I checked, Lomachenko's a champion. Last time I checked, Tank Davis is a champion. Last time I checked, Dennis Baranchik is a champion. Last time I checked, Bob Arum told Shakur Stevenson, you're not getting a Dennis Baranchik unification bout if you don't re-sign with Top Rank. That means he wanted to unify, and Dennis Baranchik was a champion. Last time I checked, he told Lomachenko, why you ducking me? Let's unify the belts. You a champion, I'm a champion. Let's get it on. That's a unification bout. What do you mean he didn't go after no champions? There's only 4 champions in the division. There's Dennis Baranchik. There's Tank Davis. There's Lomachenko. He went after all 3. He says, Blue, just because you call a fighter's name doesn't mean you want the smoke. Well, isn't it up to the other fighter to prove he don't want the smoke? How would you know if he wants the smoke or not if you don't call his bluff? It's up to the other champion to say, okay, let's do it. And if he don't accept it, then you can say he don't want the smoke. But if I'm calling you out and you don't accept it, then how could you say he's not being for real? No, the ones not being for real is the ones you refuse to say they are ducking. That would be Tank Davis. That would be Dennis Baranchik. And that would be Vasil Lomachenko. That's what it is. Again, we don't want to shine a positive light on Shakur Stevenson because that's too much like right. We don't want to shine a positive light on Devin Haney because that's too much like right. We would much rather go ahead and shed a negative light on them just to uplift the guy we can't fathom possibly ducking a fight. See, if I tell you Superman can't really fly, it's all a figment of your imagination, you're going to go against the grain. See, the facts is the facts. If you saying is the truth, well, Dennis Baranchik, Lomachenko just told Shakur, I'll fight you outside the ring. Now, I saw people going after Terrence Bud Crawford and saying, why Terrence Crawford ducking Teofimo Lopez, talking about he'll fight him outside the ring? Well, how come Lomachenko didn't accept the fight with Shakur Stevenson? Instead, Lomachenko talking about, I'll fight you right now outside the ring. Uh-oh. Make this make sense. But y'all said that they don't really want to fight. They capping. Well, how would you know if they capping or not if they simply haven't called his bluff? Did they call Shakur Stevenson bluff? Shakur Stevenson said that he would accept the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Gervonta Tank Davis' team would rather tell you that Shakur Stevenson is looking for $30 million rather than having an actual negotiation with him to know what he's looking for. But you saying these fighters don't really want to fight. Well, how would you know if Shakur Stevenson really wants to fight with Tank Davis or not if Tank Davis ain't trying to negotiate with him? But he's negotiating and reaching out to Lamont Roach. He reached out to Lomachenko. He reached out to El Rayo. He reached out to Pitbull Cruz multiple times. When did he reach out to Devin Haney? When did he reach out to Shakur Stevenson? Knockout Boxing 86 TV, my brother, he said Tank ducking who? It's the obvious. He ducking Shakur Stevenson. He's ducking Devin Haney. Why? When did he send him a contract? I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. Y'all can laugh all you want in the chat. It sounds good, but come prove me wrong. That laugh, the cackling in the chat, in the comments, don't mean nothing. See, all the people in the chat, I'll send you $100 right now. You come here and you show me when Tank Davis sent me a contract. Come show me when he's showed aggression and he was pursuing Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Uh-oh, I got receipts. I don't play them games, bro. Y'all know better than to play them games with me. I ain't everybody else. Let me ask you a question. Your boy is on record. I got receipts. So show me when he aggressively pursued a fight with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. New Culture said, all facts, I stand behind this message. Show me where Tank Davis aggressively pursued Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. I got $100 for anybody right now. Come show me when he pursued Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson like he pursued Lomachenko, like he pursued Isaac Cruz, like he pursued El Rayo. He reached out to Lamont Roach multiple times. Show me when he reached out to Devin Haney multiple times. Show me when he reached out to Shakur Stevenson multiple times. Yeah, cackle in the chat. Come show me the proof. Come prove me wrong. Don't laugh in the chat. Come tell me when he sent that man a contract. When he sent either one of them a contract. Come show me the proof. I got $100 for you right now. Matter of fact, I got $200 for you right now. Don't laugh in the chat. Come show me when he pursued them. Two guys that he said is on his list. I got the receipts in my phone right now. When he said on multiple occasions, oh, I'm getting Shakur Stevenson. I'm getting Devin Haney. I'm on their helmet. When? He keeps saying he on their helmet. So show me when he sent them a contract. When? Don't laugh in the chat. Come show me the proof. My son in the building. What's up, John? I love you, baby boy. Salute to Brandon Broussard, my brother in the super chat. Dropping that half a hundo. On your boy Blue in the super chat. He said this era of boxing is sad. The fighters of the 90s and early 2000s would never carry on like this. These cats are worried about numbers and popularity than actual fighting. Weird energy. All facts. All facts. I see ain't nobody taking that offer. Okay, let me put the link in the chat. Because I don't want nobody saying, well, I was going to come and you ain't never put the link in the chat. I was going to come, but you ain't never put the link in the chat. I got $200. Somebody come show me when he sent him a contract. Shakur is a network promotional free agent. Devin is a network promotional free agent. Tank Davis is a boss. When did he send him a contract? Go ahead and tell me. Come tell me. I got $200 for you. I got $200 for you right now. Not now, right now. I got $200 for you right now.
What's up, Blue?
What's shaking, great brother?
How you living?
Man, you already know me.
Hey, why you keep messing with that dude Tank? He on their helmet on Twitter, on X, but that's about it.
Dev. He took the social media. Now, Dev, we've been talking about this, him and Shakur since July. We going into October. Am I right, Dev?
Man, listen, we've been talking about this for years. He was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson at 130. Where is he at?
When he fought Rolly, what did he say, Dev? He said, after I'm done with Rolly, I'm going to 130 and beat up on Shakur. Didn't he say that?
Shakur, you next.
He said, Shakur, you next. And then what he said, after the day, he said, oh, I can't make 130. Well, Devin was at 135 then. So I'm just waiting.
And was champion and was unified. And he was nowhere to be found.
Right. So I'm just asking this question, right? Everybody come in the chat and they'll say Shakur, they'll laugh. Shakur, Tank Duncan is hilarious. Okay, well, show me he's not. I got $200. Come click the link and show me he's not. It's easy to talk in the chat. Click the link and come show me. Because I got receipts.
But Blue, Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny said Shakur won $30 million though.
Right. Meanwhile, you go play the interview and they never even said that. Coach Calvin said, well, all of these fighters in abroad, in a whole, they looking for the same money Ryan Garcia got.
Hey, but if Shakur really wanted to fight him, Shakur would be pushing the issue.
Right. But the thing is, now here's the thing that gets me though, right, Dev? Here's the thing that baffles me. All this since July, since him and Lomachenko was talking, right? All I did was give him credit for the Lomachenko situation. That's all I did, right? So now the Lomachenko situation went away. We've been talking about him and Shakur since then. He has no dialogue with Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur put his whole career on pause and waited for the boy to make an offer.
Right, and but look, they said, well, Devin Haney, he took a L, he took a loss, he did X, Y, and Z. Well, then why is he relevant to Tank? See, y'all don't make this make sense. How is he relevant to Tank? He's not relevant to y'all, but he's clearly relevant to Tank. Because
here's the thing. We know Devin Haney also took the fight, the Regis Prograis fight, because he wanted to show Tank, hey, this dude fight the same you fight. Come get some.
Right.
And this is what I'm gonna do to you. And you can sit here and say that Tank ain't fought at 140 before. Well, he fought Mario Barnes, who's bigger, who's taller, who weighs more, who weighs about the same, if we're being honest, as Devin 50 or as Devin Haney. He weighs 154 and he comes down to fight at 140. Was fighting at 140 now, fighting at 147. The dude is a big dude, just as tall, if not taller, just as long, if not longer. Pause, no Diddy. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, and not only that, he negotiated a fight with Conor Ben, who fought at 150, a catchweight. He was getting ready to fight at 157 and had 2 fights above 150. Freedom March, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, cook these fallacious Tank baby eaters. He said they ain't got nothing but fake narratives like call Al. He said, freak out of here. No more BS from these fools. All facts. KO, you said, so what's up, KO? You Tank ain't ducking?
Hell no, I don't know where you get this bullshit from. I mean, dang, I be forgetting, bro.
No, it's all
cuss
good.
on your platform. But salute to you, man. How you doing, bro?
Salute.
Chilling. Nah, you ain't ducking. I don't know where you getting this from, bro.
I'm getting it from the facts. The facts is laid out.
So he ducking Shakur and Devin right now.
Cool. Did he call out Shakur and Devin?
He ain't called out Devin recently, no.
He ain't called him out
He was
recently.
just on Devin talking match on Twitter.
He ain't call out Devin. He ain't call out Devin recently. But
just like Devin ain't said nothing about him recently.
Devin just responded to him this week.
Yeah, Devin ain't said nothing. Devin ain't said nothing since April 20th.
Right, because Devin moved on. Because let's not forget, before Devin even fought Ryan Garcia, Devin told Tank, "Let's make a fight happen." Did we see a fight?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were being rhetorical, bro. I thought you were cooking. I was waiting on it to be on me. No, we didn't see Tank. We didn't see Tank versus Devin.
Why not?
Because Devin was fighting Ryan Garcia.
Lies.
Devin
had fought Regis Prograis. Him, Bill,
and him and Regis got that fight because of what?
No.
Why was Regis able to fight him?
No, that's not what we're gonna do.
Why was Regis able to fight him, dude?
After he fought Regis Prograis,
what was supposed to be next?
After he fought Regis Prograis, Bill, Turkey Al-Sheikh reached out to Tank, and what did Tank say?
Who reached out to Tank? You talking about this fake $20 million shit? Is that what we talking about?
Okay. When did Tank say it was fake?
The night that you were doing it, I came up here and talked to you the same night when it went on IG Live.
No, he never said it was fake in that video.
Come on,
what he said was he danced in the dark with no shirt on, and he said, "Y'all don't even know who to get in contact with."
And then Eddie Hearn, and then he showed DMs of Eddie Hearn trying to talk to him in the DMs.
Right.
About $20 million.
And Eddie Hearn said, hold on. And Eddie Hearn said, "We got a lucrative deal for you." And what did Tank say?
He said, "No, I'm not talking to you."
So then he ducked Devin, right?
No, hell no. Because Eddie Hearn worked for who?
Okay, so hold on. Hold on. So he didn't fight. Now, KO, you know you backing yourself.
Let me know when it's my turn, bro.
KO, you know you're backing yourself in a corner, right?
No, I'm not. I'm backing you into a corner.
Who did Eddie Hearn work for?
Who does he work with? DAZN, correct?
DAZN in Turkey.
Who did Tank Davis have a fight with that did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys?
Ryan Garcia. What that got to do with Eddie Hearn?
And what platform does Ryan Garcia fight on?
DAZN.
Okay, so DAZN and PBC have passed paperwork back and forth, and they know who to get in contact with if they really doing some business and they really want to make something happen. They know who to go back and forth with and who to contact to pass real paperwork, right?
Now, KO, you know
that's a yes or no question. DAZN knows.
Hold on. Let me stop you.
DAZN knows who to contact to really pass some paperwork.
That sounds good, KO. But you know,
right or wrong, bro.
KO, you know you talking to Blue,
and you know you talking to me. That's why you won't answer the question, bro.
Yeah, I just said that DAZN, but you're dealing with two different promotional companies. You're dealing with two different promotional companies.
That was Oscar De La
Hoya. We know the promotional companies don't like to open their books to nobody. That was Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions dealing with Al Heyman and the PBC. That was not Eddie Hearn and Matchroom dealing with PBC.
But Eddie Hearn has the same connects and same contacts with DAZN that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy have with DAZN, correct?
Okay. Guess what?
Bro, that's a yes or no question.
Hold on. When Eddie
Hearn, that's a yes or no question.
No. That's not a yes or no question.
Yes, it is. Because Eddie Hearn has the same connects with DAZN.
Let me explain to you.
Oscar De La Hoya has a Golden Boy.
Let me explain to you why that's not right. Let me explain to you why. Okay. Let me explain to you why. Everybody does not deal with Al Heyman directly, not even all fighters. Let me explain this. Okay? Every fighter does not deal with, even PBC fighters do not deal with Al Heyman. Some fighters Al Heyman is more involved with than other fighters. Tank Davis being one of them. Some fighters you can go through Luis de Cubas for PBC business, and some fighters you have to go through Al Heyman for PBC business, right? Okay. Al Heyman does not allow access to everybody. Oscar De La Hoya knows how to get in contact with Al
You're
Heyman.
proving my point.
Hold on. Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn don't get along. It's not up to Oscar De La Hoya to give Al Heyman's information to Eddie Hearn.
Also, if you don't mind me sliding in,
You're
Blue.
not. You're proving my point, though.
No,
Here's how you're proving my point.
No, I'm not proving
You're
your
right.
point.
You're right about everybody doesn't have access to Al.
Right. So
But
Eddie
Tank,
Hearn, hold on.
Tank
Eddie
is not
Hearn
everybody else. So
Eddie
Tank
Hearn
does.
didn't have.
And I
Eddie
didn't
Hearn
say
didn't
that
have.
Oscar De La Hoya.
No, Eddie Hearn didn't
I didn't
have.
say that Oscar De La Hoya would give Eddie Hearn the information because Oscar and Eddie don't like each other. The point is that Oscar De La Hoya and DAZN had to do a joint pay-per-view.
DAZN is a fighting platform.
Meaning that
What does that have to do?
people.
What does that have to do with Eddie Hearn, brother?
The same people, bro.
No.
Let me talk, bro.
Stop.
Let me talk, fam.
No, KO. That's false narratives, bro.
That's not false.
Yes, it is.
What is false about saying that the same people that gave Matchroom, the same people that gave Matchroom their network deal with DAZN, or the same people that gave Golden Boy their network deal with DAZN?
Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman are different from Golden Boy Promotions and Al Heyman.
I know that.
Al Heyman has specific exclusive access. You cannot reach out to Al Heyman. You have to have Al Heyman. Don't play that, bro. You do not. Everybody, I don't care who you work with. You will not be picking up no phone. I don't care if you're a fighter on PBC. There's fighters right now on PBC that never had a conversation with Al Heyman. Believe that. I know that for a fact.
But so wait,
So therefore, bro.
So
no. What you're saying, you're trying to mislead to say that because
I'm not misleading anybody.
Yes, you're saying because Eddie Hearn is on DAZN and because Oscar's on DAZN, they have contact. Whether Oscar's on DAZN or not, he's always had Al Heyman's contacts because they were partners before they got to DAZN.
But
that's
also, Blue.
That is cool.
You keep mentioning
what I'm saying, y'all. Hold on.
KO.
No, I'm not waiting. I just listen to you. Let me respond, bro. Let me finish, Dev. Let me say what I'm going to say.
I was talking after Blue started talking.
Let me say what I'm going to say. Bro, you clearly on his side. This is the debate between me and him.
It don't. But that's the misleading part again. It has nothing to do with size. It has everything to do with truth.
Let me.
Right. So Eddie Hearn that night.
Are you gonna let me talk, Blue?
When Devin and Eddie Hearn and Turkey and Bill was trying to reach out to Tank, okay? Tank did a whole dance, laughing, a whole video. Instead of him doing the video, why didn't he contact Al Heyman and say, "Hey, listen, I want to give you this information." Just like he gave Eddie Hearn didn't have Al Heyman's information when he was talking to Tank Davis about Conor Benn. He got the information because guess what? Tank was interested.
He never got Al's information, bro.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
did.
He
didn't. Everything he did was on Twitter through the DMs, bro.
KO. Yes, he did. When they were negotiating, listen to this. When they was negotiating with Conor Benn, and Tank Davis was comfortable with making a fight with Conor Benn, he gave Eddie Hearn Al Heyman's information.
Where did you get this from, bro? No, he did not.
Okay, watch this.
Everything Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn did was on Twitter for clout, bro.
Guess
he never gave Eddie Hearn Al Heyman's information, bro.
KO, guess who we got it from?
Who?
Guess who we got it from?
Who?
Tank.
He did not. Where, bro? Where?
Tank revealed that. Go back and do your homework, bro. Tank revealed the text messages of Eddie Hearn. And
trying
Eddie
to talk to him, and he said no.
He also revealed the messages that Eddie Hearn sent to Al Heyman. Bro. Yeah, he revealed the messages that Eddie Hearn sent to Al Heyman when Eddie Hearn said, yes, he did. When Eddie Hearn said to Al Heyman, "I'm reaching out to you, Al Heyman, on behalf of Gervonta Tank Davis to inquire about a fight about Conor Benn." Go do your homework.
That did not happen, bro.
Can we also
that did not happen. Now,
really quick?
Let me finish. Let me finish saying what I was saying, bro.
Yes, that did.
So why is that?
Let me finish saying what I was saying.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna be able to talk.
Who released the text messages? Eddie Hearn?
No, Tank Davis released it.
So where we get the messages from?
Because he don't even have Tank number. They were DMs.
Who?
Eddie don't.
Okay, so who released the text messages?
Tank did.
Okay, so where did that message come from? How much you want to put on it that he did that? That Tank released that messages.
The messages that I saw say, "No, I'm not talking to you." When it comes to Conor Benn and Devin Haney, that's what I saw. Now, what I was trying to say before we started going down a rabbit hole We were talking about Devin Haney because we can't get off track here. We cannot do that. We're not finna move goalposts. We're gonna stay right where we at. So what we were first talking about, Blue, was this idea that Eddie Hearn in Turkey made an offer to Tank Davis through his DMs. And they tried to make the offer directly to Tank Davis.
I never said that.
The point that I was making to you and everyone in the chat is this: the same people at DAZN that were able to help make Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, they had to negotiate with PBC about the network deal, about doing the dual broadcast shit, because the fight was broadcast on DAZN and Showtime. That means that somebody at DAZN knows how to get in touch with Tank's team to send real fucking paperwork and not have Eddie Hearn trying to make a fight in the fucking DMs.
Now let me cut in right here though. Now
that's
exactly
what I'm saying. The same people that helped make the Ryan Garcia deal. Because
it's not the same people that work with it. It's not the same people. It's not the same people. It's not the same people. Stop misleading the people, bro. It's not the same people, and everybody does not just because Oscar De La Hoya did a deal with PBC and he's on DAZN. He does not have the ability to give, bro. Y'all trying to
let me say this, Lou. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Right now.
What you gotta do, my guy, is you gotta stop misleading the chat and thinking that DAZN as a platform negotiates any deals between boxers. That never happens. It is the platform.
That is not what I said. So don't mislead. Don't mislead the chat by trying to tell me something that I didn't say.
I let you speak.
Let him talk.
I let you speak. Tell me what I said.
I let you speak, bro. I let you speak.
But you're lying on my name.
What you just said, and I will repeat your words because you repeated it 5, 6, 7, 8 times, is the same people at DAZN can reach out to talk to the lawyer. God damn. Al Heyman. You said that over and over again. The same people at DAZN. DAZN is a fighting platform. It does not negotiate between two different promotional companies. Stop misleading the people.
Who gives? First of all, that's not what I said. What he's saying is the people at DAZN have the proper contact information for Eddie Hearn to really reach out to Tank Davis if he's trying to make a fight.
But KO, you're missing what he's saying. DAZN has no involvement in that, brother. That is between two promotional companies. DAZN does not have any involvement in promotional companies. They cannot. In order for DAZN to have Al Heyman's contact, means what Dev is saying. In order for them to have Al Heyman's contact and information, they would have to be negotiating. They do not have any contact.
That's like me reaching out to Amazon right now and saying, "Hey, y'all got Tank. Let me fight Amazon. Let me reaching out to Amazon right now.
DAZN. Hold on. Let me explain this. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia.
Let me explain this. How they
do a dual broadcast?
It's not the same thing. If this was a HBO situation that has exclusive rights solely and is one, DAZN is just a streaming platform. That's it. That's all. They are not in the business. They do not have the authority to be able to Eddie. Okay, no problem. They don't have the authority to say, "Oh, Eddie Hearn, here goes the information to Al Heyman." No, they are not involved in that. That's Oscar. In order for Eddie Hearn to get Al Heyman's information due to the Ryan Garcia Tank fight, he has to go through Oscar De La Hoya, not DAZN. DAZN is not in the business. They are not. They don't have the authority to say, "Here goes Al Heyman's number," because they're not involved in Al Heyman number. So in that situation, what you're talking about would be Louis DeCubas dealing with the platform of PBC. And again, there's fighters that don't even have Al Heyman's. I know personally fighters that fight with the PBC that have never had a conversation with Al Heyman because he is exclusive. He does not operate like that. He operates with specific fighters. Yes, he operates with Tank Davis. But guess what? You have to have a fighter they have to get approval to be able to talk to Al Heyman.
And Ryan Garcia and Tank called each other before it got to Oscar De La Hoya. If you remember, they both said
Ryan Garcia hit a couple years ago when they were trying to make the fight the first time, claiming he had a Manny Pacquiao fight. That's
He
cap.
hit Tank on
Cap.
Instagram via Instagram call. They said
That's
this
cap, bro.
themselves.
But here
Oh my
goes the
God,
truth.
bro!
Not
Everything
true.
cap that's provable.
Here goes the
Everything
truth
cap
about.
that's provable.
That's
Here
not true.
goes the truth.
Ryan Garcia had already ducked Tank because
Yeah,
they were supposed to make a fight, and Ryan claimed he had a Pacquiao fight.
But here goes
They
the
teams
truth
had
about.
already been in touch. That's cap, bro.
Here goes the truth about the matter is that Tank Davis has the power. He has Al Heyman's information. The moment that Eddie Hearn reached out to him, and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and on the behalf of Turkey and Eddie, on the behalf of Turkey, who was going to upfront the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
The moment that he had that conversation, instead of him making a video dancing in the dark with no shirt on, he should have been reaching out to Al Heyman himself, because I don't care what contact information Eddie Hearn does or does not have.
Mm-hmm.
When
Devin Haney wanted to fight Lomachenko, who he reached out to?
So hold on, listen to this, right? When
Devin Haney wanted to fight Lomachenko, who he reached out to?
When Tank was dancing in the dark with no shirt on, talking about y'all don't know who to get in contact with. They thought that they was getting in contact with the proper people to make a Tank and Devin fight. Who Tank said he wanted to fight.
When Devin Haney was a free agent, Devin Haney was a free agent, and he wanted to fight Lomachenko, who he reached out to?
When Devin Haney was a free agent, he didn't reach out to anybody.
Fight Loma, who he reached out to?
He didn't reach out to anybody.
So he didn't reach out to Bob Arum?
No.
So he didn't reach out to Bob Arum to get the Campos and Loma deal?
No.
Who he reached out to?
Now you want to hear how that story played out?
Who he reached out to?
No matter what, Tank is right. Everybody else is wrong.
How that story played out?
Tank is right. Everybody else is wrong.
You ready to hear how that story played out?
I just want to know who he reached out to get the fight with Loma.
He didn't reach out to nobody. They reached out to him.
Who did he have to talk to, Blue?
They reached out to him.
Who reached out to him?
Bob Arum and Top Rank.
And who? When Devin Haney was a free agent.
Now let me tell you the truth about. Let me tell you the truth about that. Let me tell you the truth about that. I'm glad you said that. Let me tell you the truth about that. Right? It's this. Right?
We don't need the whole story, bro. I'm asking you specific questions.
I'm telling you specifics.
In order to know the
ending of the book, you got to read the beginning.
I already know the beginning, bro.
Okay, but if you know the beginning, then why you try to mislead and say that Devin reached out to them?
Bro. Y'all got to stop saying that because I do not lie.
You just said that Devin reached out to them. Wait. You said that Devin reached out to them to make a Lomachenko. You said that.
Who is he begging? Who was he begging for the fight then?
KO, did you say?
Who was he begging for the fight?
Did you just say that Devin reached out to them for a Lomachenko fight? 100%. Did you just say that? Huh?
100%.
Okay, but then I'm trying to tell you the story. You said you knew the story. So if you knew the story, then why did you try to say that Devin reached out to them for a Lomachenko fight? If you know the story, then you know they reached out to him.
Hold on. Don't let them take this from me, y'all. Y'all know I deserve this. What was that? That wasn't him reaching out.
KO, you said you knew the story. And then you said Devin reached out to them.
I'm asking you rhetorical questions.
So listen
to what I'm saying. You're moving the goalposts because you know I'm taking you, bro.
I'm not moving the
goalposts. You mentioned this. You mentioned this.
You just brought this up, KO.
I said up for a rhetorical reason, and I'm trying to keep it moving. I'm building a point, and you know that. That's why you want to answer another question.
My guy, listen what you're saying. You just said that. You said that Devin reached out to Lomachenko and Bob Arum to make a fight. That's what you said. Right?
He did, bro.
Okay, so
what do you call him on Twitter begging for the fight? He wasn't reaching out to them?
I'm saying that's not happened, and I'm getting ready to tell you the story, and you said you already know the story. So if you already know the story, then you know he didn't reach out to them. So that means you misleading people. That means you misleading the people.
Begging for the fight on Twitter, and then they sent him a take it or leave it offer, and he only had 24 hours to accept it. But the overall fact is,
so let's tell the truth. Okay, hold on, stop.
Who did he have to talk to?
Let's tell the truth about the story. Let's tell the truth about this story. First and foremost, Devin was his mandatory. That's number one when they first started talking. When Devin was calling Lomachenko out, he was Lomachenko's mandatory.
I'm not talking about 2019, Blue.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
I'm talking about when Devin Haney left.
You can't mislead the people, bro.
I'm not misleading anyone.
Yes, you are. You're trying to tell them a story.
2019, bro.
You're trying to tell a story starting from the end. You're not telling the story from the beginning. How did it get to the point of him calling out Lomachenko? He was his mandatory. He'd been calling him out for years.
He was never his mandatory.
He was his mandatory.
Was never ordered, bro. I don't want to have this debate with you, bro.
That man out
the fight was never ordered, bro.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. You said you know. So Luke Campbell.
Now you talking about misleading the people? Bro, are you going to keep saying that he was Loma's mandatory?
Okay, KO. Mikey Garcia vacated the WBC title.
Was Devin Haney?
You gonna listen to this? You gonna listen to
mandatory, bro?
He don't want to listen. He just want to keep trolling for
You want to push a narrative, or you want to tell the truth?
I want to tell the truth.
Okay, so Mikey Garcia vacated the WBC the belts. He moved up to fight Errol Spence. When he vacated the belts, Devin Haney was supposed to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title. Vasil Lomachenko was allowed to leapfrog Devin Haney and fight Luke Campbell. Okay, Champside has it on video. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney are in the back room with Luke Campbell. Eddie Hearn promotes Luke Campbell, right? So in the back, they said to Bob Arum, Devin Haney is the mandatory. Should Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell, are you going to give Devin Haney the opportunity? Lomachenko, Bob Arum, Egis Klimas are standing there. Champside has it on video. And they said, we know Devin Haney is the mandatory, but guess what? He signed with the wrong promotional company. We are going to petition the WBC after this fight with Luke Campbell to be franchised, so we don't have to fight Devin Haney, because Lomachenko wants to fight for undisputed. So therefore, he petitioned to be franchised after he beat Luke Campbell. Devin Haney was supposed to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title. Lomachenko politics played a part. Lomachenko ended up fighting him, beating him, then petitioned to be the franchise champion.
Devin Haney was then never ordered a fight between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Devin Haney was his number one contender. They never ordered the fight. Devin Haney was not his mandatory.
He didn't have. Listen, okay. So the WBC, I have it on video as well. They said that Devin Haney earned the position, so they're going to move Devin Haney up. Look at Mauricio Suleiman, my interview with him.
Did they order the fight?
They're going to move Devin Haney up because
now I believe Loma is a duck too, but we got to get our facts straight.
Bro, that is the facts. Lomachenko
did the WBC
go look at Champside. Devin Haney was going to. They didn't.
I don't need to look at Champside. Okay, did the WBC order the fight?
Bro, listen, stop. We can't push a false narrative. That he didn't get
a yes or no question,
bro. He was the mandatory before he got an opportunity to.
You're not the mandatory until they order the fight. Did they ever order the fight, bro?
Hell, stop, bro. You trying to push a false narrative before he got a chance to petition for his mandatory position. Lomachenko petitioned to be franchised after he beat Luke Campbell. Then Devin Haney was elevated.
Then Devin Haney was elevated. Devin became his mandatory.
Devin Haney was elevated to the champion, and then Lomachenko, who fought Luke Campbell in August, he decided to sit out while Teofimo Lopez fought against Richard Comey in December, right? And then Lomachenko was actually supposed to have a tune-up, and the WBC says, well, why don't you just fight Devin Haney in between that time? Because the winner of Teofimo and Richard Comey won't be available to fight until the next year, because they're fighting in December 14th on Terrence Crawford's undercard. Okay, and so you might as well go ahead and fight Devin Haney. Lomachenko said he wanted to just have a tune-up fight and stay active. Hence the reason why I said, and I did multiple videos, well, Lomachenko, who said that Devin Haney was too green and not ready, he qualifies as a tune-up fight in between that time. But Lomachenko decided to sit on the shelf because then we went through the global pandemic. So he sat on the shelf from the Luke Campbell fight in August all the way until the time he fought Teofimo Lopez with no fans in attendance during the global pandemic. Devin Haney was at that point. He was going to activate to be the mandatory. Okay, look at my interviews with Mauricio Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman I did interviews. I talked to the WBC. You can see it on record. They said that the opportunity is going to escape Devin Haney because Lomachenko and his team petitioned to be franchised.
And they were going to go with the franchise. And Devin Haney, yes,
they went. No, they wasn't going to go with. They went with the franchise.
Listen to me, Blue. So therefore, Loma ducked the shit out of Devin Haney in 2019.
Right. Okay,
but Devin was never his mandatory, bro.
Bro, because
Devin was never a mandatory challenger, fam.
Okay.
That's all I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question. Without the franchise belt, would Devin Haney be Lomachenko's mandatory?
Yes, but he wasn't, bro.
Okay, so it was because they created a loophole to be able to.
I agree.
So he was. But we know that.
But you can't say he was his mandatory when he wasn't, bro.
They created a loophole technically say to avoid him, but he was still his mandatory. We know what we already know what it is.
Now you're talking about false narratives, right? He literally wasn't his mandatory, bro. He literally never got ordered for the fight, bro.
Because Lomachenko
I'm still trying to figure out how all this plays into Tank ducking.
Right.
It doesn't. Blue in here. Because Blue wanted to keep talking and not let me ask my question. But I remember
go ahead, answer your question.
The question was how we went down this rabbit hole was who did Devin have to talk to get the fight with Lomachenko? We had semantics about who reached out to who, but we both agree he had to talk to Bob Arum to get the Lomachenko fight. The next question I was going to ask you is who did Devin Haney reach out to get the Regis Prograis fight? We both know the answer to that question was Eddie Hearn. The next question that I was going to ask you was who did Devin Haney have to reach out to get the Ryan Garcia fight? We know for a fact that was Oscar De La Hoya. So why in the hell is Devin Haney reaching out to Eddie Hearn, who's reaching out to Turkey, who's then trying to reach out to Tank? Why didn't he reach out?
I'm glad you said
that.
Because it's not Al Heyman.
Now watch this. No. Watch this. Now I'm glad you said all of that. Repeat it, because I don't want there to be no misconceptions. I don't want you to say I'm missing.
No, I'll sum it up for you.
Okay, say it again. No, just say everything you just said again.
I got you. In every instance of a fight that Devin Haney has ever had that he wanted, he reached out to that promoter or the fighter that he wanted.
Okay.
Now, in the case of Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay.
Explain to us why.
Now I'm going to respond. Now that's what you said, right?
I just said it again. Yeah.
Okay, but KO, none of that is true. None of that's true.
I'm listening.
Okay. Ryan Garcia reached out to Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't reach out to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia
on Twitter.
Ryan Garcia reached out to Devin Haney. Oscar De La Hoya admitted that. Ryan Garcia admitted that. So they didn't reach out to Devin Haney.
My God, Blue.
Why are we bringing God into this?
Blue.
You just said.
Who did the man have to talk to get these fights?
KO, bro. We can't.
That is the point,
bro. He
had to talk to.
They reached. Bro,
Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya has rights to Ryan Garcia.
Hold on.
He had to talk to Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn has rights to read the program. He had to talk to Bob Arum because Bob Arum had rights on Camboso Chiloma. So you won't take.
That sounds good.
Reach out to the person that has rights on him. That's the point, bro.
Bro, Ryan Garcia reached out to Devin Haney because when you really want to fight, you reach out and they fight.
Why didn't Devin reach out to Tank?
Ryan Garcia reached out. Devin Haney responded. They fought.
Cool. If by your logic, hold on. If that's what you do when you really want to fight, why didn't Devin Haney and his dad reach out to Tank people directly?
KO, that don't work, bro. You asked me a question, and now you know you asked the wrong questions. So now I'm answering your questions. Ryan Garcia reached out to Devin Haney. Devin Haney responded, and they fought. Lomachenko, Bob Arum. Let me tell you the story with Bob Arum, right? Because George Kambosos is signed to Lou DiBella, not Top Rank and not Matchroom, right? He doesn't have a platform because Lou DiBella doesn't have a platform after he split with Al Heyman and PBC. Bob Arum and Lou DiBella was making a fight between Lomachenko and George Kambosos.
Yes.
Lomachenko decided that he did the same thing. He pulled out the Kambosos fight because he said that he wanted to honor what was taking place in his country. Cool. Mm-hmm. At that point in time, Lou DiBella said, okay, Bob, and while we wait for Lomachenko, we want to still fight on Top Rank and ESPN. But Lou DiBella is George Kambosos' promoter. So Bob Arum says, if you want to fight here, you have to make it worth our while because Lou DiBella wanted to fight and George Kambosos wanted to fight in Australia. Mm-hmm. So Bob said, for any fight that go to Australia, you got to make it worth my while. Then they said the fight would be, you would have to fight Devin Haney for undisputed. And then we'll honor you and give you the platform and the promotion, everything you need to make a fight with Kambosos. Yep. But you have to fight Devin Haney. Then they reached out to Devin Haney and Bill Haney, Top Rank. And Lou DiBella, Lou DiBella, Bob Arum, Top Rank. They reached out to Devin Haney. And Devin Haney did what? What did he do, Dev? He accepted. And what did they do? They fought. And then part of that deal, Bob Arum said, this doesn't, Devin Haney's not signed to me. George Kambosos is not signed to me. What do I get out of this? If I make these fights, Devin Haney, you have to give me something in return. Which is
deal.
the Lomachenko, which
The
is the
Lomachenko
Lomachenko
option, yes.
right? Okay. Well, guess what? Bob did not want a rematch clause. Okay, he didn't want a rematch clause. He wanted a 3-fight deal. Let me give you.
He thought Loma would win.
I'm gonna give y'all some information right now.
We already know this, bro.
He wanted a 3-fight deal, which was Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez, and Lomachenko for Devin Haney. But Lou DiBella was like, hey, my fighter got all the belts. He has a rematch clause. Bob Arum did not want to have a rematch clause. He doesn't even like rematch clauses.
He didn't have an option, though. He had no
He
problem.
didn't have the option because George Kambosos is Lou DiBella fighter. Yeah, so he didn't have the option. So Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum and Devin Haney agreed to do that deal. And the Lomachenko fight because
Devin didn't want to get sued.
Yeah, but it wasn't up to Devin to get sued or not. It was that they had to agree.
That's what he just said to Andre Ward.
Yeah, but because he already signed it. I'm talking about before he signed it. Before he signed the 3-fight deal, when they was negotiating,
when the deal was announced, we knew it was Kambosos twice in Australia and Loma. We knew that.
Okay, yeah, but listen to what I'm saying, KO. Before the deal was signed, when they was negotiating the deal, Devin and Bob Arum did not want a rematch clause. Bob Arum wanted it to.
They didn't have any choice because Kambosos was the champion.
They didn't have no choice. But what I'm saying to you is that Bob Arum, who holds all the cards and the power, he wanted it to be Kambosos in Australia. Then he wanted it to be Teofimo.
But he didn't hold all the cards and the power, or he would have got his way, bro.
No, but you're not listening. You're not listening, bro. He wanted it to be Kambosos. He wanted it to be Teo and Lomachenko. That's his fighters. Lomachenko and Teo. Right,
the same Teo that dumped Devin like 2 or 3 times. Like, I mean, that's cool that he wanted that. He had no power in that.
But this is what Bob wanted because Bob was given the platform to them. So Bob was trying to negotiate, but in the end, it still worked out for Bob Arum to give Lomachenko the deal, right? And then what happened was Bob had talks to Devin Haney and Bill to say, hey, listen, should you beat Lomachenko, right? And now you're a free agent. Would you be interested in making the Teofimo Lopez fight? Devin Haney, they were on board with doing that. But Teofimo Lopez didn't accept.
That's cool.
Devin Haney went the next route, which was Regis.
And who did Devin? And when he was talking to, and my point remains the same, bro. Like everything you just said, we don't disagree. That's just a long-winded way to stay away from what we actually talking about. What I'm telling you is that same thing with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Guess who Devin was talking to? Guess who he had to talk to in order to be negotiating a fight with Teofimo Lopez? Ding, ding, ding. Bob Arum. Bob Arum, because Bob Arum has rights on Teofimo Lopez. Who did he have to talk to make a fight with Regis Prograis? Ding, ding, ding. Eddie Hearn. Why? Because Eddie Hearn had rights to Regis Prograis. Who did he have to talk to make a Ryan Garcia fight? Ding, ding, ding. Golden Boy Promotions.
I'm glad you said that. Now answer this question. Now I'm glad you said that.
Ryan Garcia. Now let me ask you this question. I'm
gonna ask you this question.
Make a fight with Tank Davis.
So you're trying to say that Devin was supposed to reach out to Al, right? Right? That's what you said.
100%. Whoever got him, whoever he reached out to, whoever he reached out to get that first Showtime deal that he had when he was fighting on Showtime, whoever he reached out to.
That was Showbox. What did that have to do with Al?
So what
did that have to do with Al?
Who exclusively fights on Showtime?
That was Steven Espinosa.
Hold on. Exclusively fighting on Showtime?
That was, you missed again. You're misleading the people. That was Steven Espinosa and Showbox. That had nothing to do with Al Heyman.
And who does Steven Espinosa work for, Blue?
But bro, Steven who just
hired Steven Espinosa as part of their deal with Prime?
KO, bro. What are we talking about? You just brought up Showbox.
Devin can't reach out to Steven Espinosa. He had no problem.
Steven Espinosa going to do what? Negotiate a deal?
He's one of the highest ranking executives in PBC.
Let me ask you a question. KO. Let me ask you a question.
What do you mean? He had no problem reaching out to Steven Espinosa when he was in that rematch clause, talking about he'll take Tank Mickey Mouse belts on Twitter.
So let me ask you a question. Frank Martin reached out to Al Heyman to make the Tank fight?
I don't know. I would think Earl, because Earl's his promoter, right?
I would think that was Earl. So let me get this straight. Tank is the big dog on the block, but everybody got to reach out to him?
100%. That's how big dog shit works.
Man,
Do the plug come to you?
Stop.
Do the plug come to you?
Stop. You don't reach out to.
Do the plug come to you?
Guess what, Kale? Guess what?
Do the plug come to you?
Guess what?
Or do you go to the plug?
Kale, please stop, bro. Please stop, bro. Tank Davis, like he said, and like Eddie and Leonard Ellerby and his team been saying, you don't send Tank an offer, he sends you an offer. When Tank is good and ready to fight you, when he's ready to fight you, where he's ready to fight you, Tank does that. Please stop trying to act like everybody have to reach out. Frank Martin ain't have to reach out to no damn Tank, okay? Leo Santa Cruz didn't reach out to Tank,
bro. Frank Martin don't do none of his own
because I know it for a fact. That's how I know.
How do you know, bro?
That's how I know. I know.
How you know Earl didn't ask Al to hook up Frank?
Because they asked Earl if Frank Martin would have been available. That's what happened. Facts. Now,
based on what you saying facts. But facts based on what?
Bro, that's facts.
Based on what?
That's facts.
Based on your words?
Bro, that's facts. Just like they reached out to Manny Pacquiao. Bro, that's facts. Based off
based on what? Is there a report I can go to? Is there an interview I can go to?
Based off my sources, and I'm proving. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
And then check this out.
It's funny when I get
reached out to Manny Pacquiao.
Y'all always got some facts. You can't never substantiate.
Kale, stop.
Okay, bro.
Bro, stop it, man. Come on, man. Knock it off with that, man.
You're not substantiating what you're telling me, bro.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this, right? They reached out to Manny Pacquiao. Now so who reaches out to Canelo to make a fight? Caleb Plant reached out to Canelo? Al Haney reached out to Canelo?
Of course they did.
They reached out to Canelo?
Yes.
Man, Kale, bro, please, bro. This is
Al Heyman reached out to him for Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. And Eddie Hearn tried to reach out to him for Berlanga. What are you talking about?
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Who reached out to Al Heyman for Conor Ben fight for Tank?
Nobody.
So how was he negotiating it?
He never was negotiating with Conor Ben.
Tank wasn't having conversation. Tank wasn't having conversation with Eddie Hearn.
Tank don't have his own conversation when negotiations are serious. That was trolling. That was him bullshit. That was him all because Conor Ben.
So Kale,
while I told Conor Ben, he was really fucking with that.
Kale, do me a favor. Go research that while I'm talking to Punch, and tell me if Tank didn't put out the text messages and advise Eddie Hearn to reach out to Al Heyman. Tell me that didn't happen.
Hey, I'm just gonna make it short and sweet.
Hold on one second, Punch. Hold on one second.
All right.
Freedom March, brother, in the super chat. He said the call Al fake narrative. It's just getting ridiculous, bro. Now everybody have to reach out to Tank sounds ridiculous. That sounds ridiculous. Swift 718, and then when they reach out to Tank to make a fight, now Tank ain't his own boss. Now you why you calling Tank? Well, you should be calling Al Heyman. But Tank is the one that called out Lomachenko. And then they suddenly started negotiating. But Bob Arum said that they reached out.
Bob Arum said they were negotiating before the Frank Martin.
Bob Arum personally told me that they reached out to them for a Lomachenko fight.
Mm-hmm.
They reached out to him.
Another thing that we can't substantiate.
I'm gonna see if I can get Bob Arum on tomorrow. Then what? Then what you gonna say?
I'll be shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV for getting a great interview. That's what it was.
So Bob Arum come and tell you that, then it's believable when Bob say it. But when I tell you it's fake,
I didn't say it was fake. I said it's not substantiated, bro.
We in the middle. We in the
middle of a debate.
Bro, you know personally.
A respectful debate. And I get you to a point where all you can do is tell me somebody told you.
Why do I have to make up a story? Why do I have to always go to the source to prove my point? Oh, time and time again. For what? I've been doing this for 5 years.
Have you ever been wrong? Have you ever been wrong, bro?
It does.
Have you ever been wrong, bro?
Okay. How often
we all get shit wrong, right?
Okay, but when I tell you that Bob Arum said that, and you can see the receipts of Bob Arum, you can go check it out. You don't have to go through me. You can look at Bob Arum's interview. He said when they reached out to them to make a Lomachenko fight, they started negotiating. But I guess Bob Arum is pushing a false narrative. So you pick and choose when it's available, when it's good for Tank to reach out.
I didn't hear Bob Arum say that they reached out to him. I heard
Bob Arum said that, but go look at the interviews then. What Bob Arum
I've looked at all of them, and I heard him say
we
we're in
conveniently
negotiation with Tank Davis right now.
We always conveniently.
I never heard him say who reached out.
We always conveniently miss these important points. Conveniently miss these points. So now
conveniently have
Devin, hold on. Tank called out Devin, called out Shakur. Ain't make none of those fights, but it's because Shakur got to reach out to Tank. Devin got to reach out to
no. He already reached out to
Al Heyman. They got to reach out to Al Heyman. They got to reach out to Al Heyman. Sounds ridiculous.
He reached out to Shakur out of Shakur's own mouth. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tank. So why did Tank's team let me ask you a question, KO. Did Al Heyman call Shakur?
Shakur wouldn't tell us. All he said, we don't know who called. All he said was somebody had said that somebody had called and somebody had said that they had wanted to make the fight.
Okay, I don't care.
I don't care what
Shakur called. I don't care what Shakur said or didn't say. I'm asking you, let's use our common sense. Do you think that Al Heyman was the one that picked up the phone and called Shakur Stevenson?
I don't know.
All right, bro.
And he didn't call. Hold on. They didn't call.
This is when we not being
they called Shakur Stevenson directly.
When we not being realistic,
called a member of his team, bro.
When we start not being realistic just to try to prove our point, that's where it gets lost.
Facts.
Right? It's like I can say the sky is blue and you can be like, nah, it's light blue. How do you? So we know
the fact is no one reached out to Shakur.
Listen.
Shakur's team got reached out to. No one reached out to Shakur directly. They reached out to his team, bro.
Bro, stop playing semantics, bro. Stop playing these games. You know damn well, like I know, Al Heyman ain't reach out, ain't pick up the phone and call Shakur Stevenson, ask his availability. We all know that. Please stop.
No one called Shakur. They would call Shakur's management team. They would call Jay Prince, or they would call the lawyer guy, whatever his name is.
Do you think that Al Heyman picked up the phone and called Jay Prince or Shakur Stevenson?
It could be Al Heyman, Louis DeCuba. I don't know. I know they reached out to him, bro. You don't know either.
I'm asking you. Do you think Al Heyman did it personally?
Do I think he did it? I mean, he could have. I don't know, bro.
All right.
I don't know. I know his team reached out to him. What's the point?
The point is,
the
point is, you just told me, and you just tried to tell the world that Devin Haney and Shakur has to call Al Heyman. But what I'm telling you is, somebody called Shakur Stevenson.
I have not been saying Al Heyman. I brought up Steven Espinosa. I have said PBC the entire time, bro.
You just said that Devin Haney and Shakur has to call Al Heyman. That's the way to get a Tank fight.
I said reach out to Tank's team.
Then I said
call PBC. Call Al.
Bro, stop. You just said that they have to reach out to Al to make a fight. They have to reach
not
out
even Shakur.
So
Al and them reached out to Shakur.
Bro, what I'm telling you is Jose Venezuela, El Rayo didn't reach out to nobody to fight Tank, but they've been having dialogue because Tank's team reached out to him. So why does
Devin team also reached out to Shakur?
Right, exactly. So that means that that means that you don't have to go through Al to start negotiating a fight for Tank, correct?
You do have to go through his people. Tank ain't gonna negotiate the fight his damn self.
Kale, this is Kale, bro. You're not even listening to what you're saying. You're just trying to be right, bro. You just said, now listen to what you just said. You just said that Devin, you tried to make a point saying Devin reached out the top rank. He had to call Bob Arum. He reached out to Eddie Hearn to make a Regis Prograis fight. He had to reach out to Al Heyman to make a Tank Davis fight. That's what you just said.
So you missed the entire part about Steven Espinosa.
You said Steven Espinosa. And then he got to reach out to Steven. And then he got to reach out to Steven Espinosa, right?
You missed that whole part.
Okay, I didn't miss a point. You're missing bro, KO. You're not paying attention, brother. This is the problem. This is the problem when we're trying to be right in defense of Tank instead of calling a spade a spade.
No, this is the problem when you try to be right in defense of Devin. You ain't did no Devin Haney, Tank Davis lives about Devin fighting Tank next and none of that shit until now. Tank might be fighting Lamont Roach. Now all of a sudden we pushing Tank and Devin again. Stop it, bro.
Okay. Now that sounded good. That sounds good when you that sounds good when you're talking to people that don't know what they're talking about. But the whole reason I brought this up today because you didn't hear me talking about this the entire time. It had nothing to do with Lamont Roach. That sounded good. right? But the fact is, the reason I even brought this up today was because Tank decided to bring up Devin Haney. I didn't bring that up. Your boy did.
Of course, they are.
Okay, so then what are you talking
they
about?
Watch everything,
Hold on,
they watch everything each other do.
Bro, stop. Why did you just try to make it that I brought this up because he's fighting Lamont Roach?
It's
I think I got that in the caption.
No, please stop. I brought that up because
why weren't you pushing for Tank Davis? Hold on.
No. I brought that up.
Tank Davis ducked Devin Haney, correct?
Bro, we're not gonna do that. I brought that up because Tank Davis is going in on Devin instead of sending him a contract.
Why would he send Devin Haney a contract when he already got a fight?
Because he clearly think he don't have nothing signed yet. What are you talking about? And he clearly thinks Devin is relevant. Hence the reason why he's bringing him.
Of course, Devin's relevant.
Okay, so then
why did he say not relevant? Okay,
so why isn't he trying to reach out to fight Devin Haney instead of Lamont Roach?
Because Devin is coming off of
what?
Hey, Blue, I just want to ask three
questions. Because Devin Haney is coming off of a trash ass performance, and nobody wants that fight. You don't even want that fight. You ain't been talking about that fight for months. You don't even want that fight.
Hold on.
Stop. You don't even want that fight, bro.
That sounds good. That all sounds good, brother.
Y'all ain't been saying shit about Tank and Devin.
Bro,
now magically it's Tank and Devin.
Bro, listen. That sounds good, but you talking to me.
I am.
All right.
And I watch you every day.
That all sounds good, but
I watch you every day.
Hold on. But let me say something. Right? First and foremost, Frank Martin came off a trash ass fight. What you talking about? He arguably was losing.
Are you comparing? How Devin Haney lost against Ryan?
Man, stop, bro.
Are you comparing that?
Frank Martin.
Are you comparing Frank Martin and Artem to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia?
Right.
Is that what you're doing?
Because guess what? The reason I'm doing that because our team Haritinian you never even heard of.
How many times did Artem drop Frank?
Because you never even heard of our team
Haritinian. How many times did Artem drop Frank?
You never heard of our team Haritinian before the Frank Martin fight. And the only reason you knew who he was.
Ryan Garcia was a C-level trash ass fighter before that night, wasn't he?
That's what I heard. That's what Tank said. Ain't that what Tank said? Ain't that what Tank said?
That's what Devin said.
Ain't that what Tank said? So why Tank fight him? Ain't that what Tank said? So why you fight him?
And he showed.
So why you fight him then?
Because he got his name.
So why you fight him?
Your shit.
Blessings, great brother. So why did he fight him?
Your shit. You just got to bag it up though.
Why did he fight him? Why did he fight him?
Let's not stray away.
What? No, I ain't straying away from nothing.
How does Frank Martin and Artem compare?
Why did he fight him?
Garcia?
Okay, listen. If he's then he's waiting for Devin to have a comeback fight. That's what Tank waiting for.
No, Devin. We didn't know what Devin just came back.
Hold on, KO. Ain't you the one that be saying Shakur had trash fights?
100%.
So then why? So I guess that's why he ain't fighting Shakur, huh?
No, he ain't fighting Shakur because he reached out to him and Shakur didn't want no smoke. He went to match room.
KO, man, stop. Bro,
yeah,
I can't, bro.
He went to match room.
KO, please stop.
Yeah, he went to match room.
I can't.
He went inside. Bro, he knew he couldn't get the fight.
Bro, please stop. Please stop with the nonsense, bro.
Let me get one. Let me get
one. Let's get back to
no. We not listen, bro. No, bro. This is what we're not gonna do. We ain't gonna push false narratives. Stop it. We're not gonna push false narratives.
So you muting me now?
Yeah, we ain't gonna push false narratives
up here.
Yeah, because you trying to push a false narrative. Shakur went to Matchroom and he told Tank he didn't want to fight. When?
I didn't say that.
He said he wasn't waiting for Tank.
You just said he went to Matchroom.
I said he went to Matchroom, and him going to Matchroom is a fucking duck, in my opinion.
Okay, he went to Matchroom.
I didn't say he went to Matchroom.
Okay, based off of what?
Say that, bro.
Based off of what? What interest did Tank show? Hold on, now I'm asking you to give us details. Show us details of when Tank showed interest in negotiating a fight with Shakur.
When he reached out, when his team reached out.
Okay, when he reached out to find his availability, Shakur said he available. When did he reach back out?
We don't know if he reached back out or not. And we don't know.
Okay, so hold on. Stop. You said first you said in order to fight Tank, you got to reach out to Al. But now they reached out to Shakur, and now you're trying to make it Shakur's ducking. Which one is it?
I didn't say that. He went on Twitter and said that he wasn't gonna wait for Tank to get back to Paris.
What I said
now,
was
let me get one
what I
word in, bro.
said was, bro. Hold
Hey,
on,
bro.
dog.
Hey, bro. I want the
We can't
people to
all
see
talk
this.
at the same time, bro.
What, bro.
I know, bro.
You
Let me
just
get
said.
one in.
You just said
talk
in
at the
order.
same time,
You
bro.
just said, hey, bro. Y'all just said that in order to fight Tank, you got to reach out to Al. But then Shakur didn't reach out to Al. He was minding his own business, and Tank Team reached out to him.
Blue,
Then Shakur says,
you have brought up the words.
okay,
You have brought up the words.
bro. KO.
And
You
misleading.
KO. You literally
But
just
you
said.
are literally neglecting the fact that I have brought up PBC. I have brought up Louis DeCubas. I have brought up Al Heyman. I have brought up Steven Espinosa.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When did
you
Shakur reach out?
Saying that
when
I
did
said
Shakur reach out? When did
Davis
Shakur reach out to any of them?
They reached out to him.
So then you don't gotta reach out to them to fight him because Tank has the ability to reach out to you when he wants to fight.
I said you have to talk to his team directly.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I said you have to talk to his team directly.
Well, who did Shakur talk to directly? Who did he reach out to? He didn't reach out to nobody because when Tank wants to fight you, they reach out to you, right?
Yeah, so he reached out to him.
Right. So he reached out to him, right? So okay, so hold on. When did Ryo reach out to Tank?
Tank's team reached out to Ryo too.
Okay, so it's safe to say you ain't gotta reach out to them. So let me ask you this question.
You have to talk to them.
I'm glad you said that. So when did Tank's team reach out to Devin Haney?
Before Devin Haney fought Regis.
Excuse me?
Did you not hear Steven Espinosa's interview?
Hold on, hell no. We just gonna sit here and lie,
that, bro. I don't know about that, bro.
When did Tank's team reach out to Devin, bro? You just flat out lying.
Yeah, man, I ain't never heard that.
Did you not hear Steven Espinosa's interview?
Hold on. You just said that Tank's team reached out to Devin Haney.
That's what Steven Espinosa said in June of 2023 when Tank was in jail and he did an interview. Did you not hear that interview or you forgot that one?
Steven Espinosa said that they reached out to Devin while Tank was in jail.
He said, I know that they had preliminary talks, but Devin is doing some other stuff. That's exactly what he said.
To fight Tank Davis. Steven Espinosa. Hold on.
Nah, bro, to fight you.
Steven Espinosa.
To fight Tank Davis, bro.
Steven Espinosa, I'm going to tell you, is a flat out liar. That's number
one.
Now
he's a liar.
First of all, I've proved Steven Espinosa flat out lied. Right? I showed you that with the Boots Ennis situation and Terrence Crawford. Right? Steven Espinosa didn't he? Let me ask you a question, KO. Didn't Steven Espinosa, when I told you in the world that Showtime's going out of business, what did Steven Espinosa say? That's not true.
Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Right. So, and what happened?
They went out of business.
So he lied.
Cool.
He flat out lied. And then he told you when we had negotiations with him. Hold on. When we had negotiations with him for Terrence Crawford fight with Boots, and he said that we called him to not negotiate, but as fans to ask him to just make Terrence Crawford and Jerron Ennis fight. That sounds correct to you? Sounds like a liar to me.
Okay. So
now he's telling you.
So I'm clear. When did Bill Haney?
When did Bill Haney and Devin Haney confirm that?
Bill and Devin didn't confirm that, to my knowledge.
Okay, when did Tank and his team confirm that?
I didn't hear them speak on it, to my knowledge, but I want to make sure.
So wait,
we're setting the precedent here.
Hold on.
We're setting the precedent here. So
hold on, no. Why
won't you let me talk? Why won't you let me talk?
No.
Why won't you let me talk, bro?
Bro, stop.
Why won't you let me talk?
Bro, stop. Nobody ever confirmed that. Bill didn't confirm that. Tank team ain't confirmed that. Ain't nobody confirmed this. That they had talks.
Cool. So when I'm gonna ask you again. I'm trying to get some clarification, bro.
So now I'm gonna ask you again, bro.
Ask me again.
When did they reach out to Devin to make a fight?
Okay, now let me answer the question.
Okay.
According to Steven Espinosa,
we just don't bring up Steven Espinosa.
Now, what you're doing, bro? Let me talk, Blue.
No. Don't bring up Steven Espinosa because he's a liar. I don't know what he's talking about. Bro, you don't know what he's talking about. Devin don't know what he's talking about.
I promise you, I'm going somewhere with it, and you're not gonna like it.
No, I'm asking you.
I got you.
When has it been confirmed? Don't tell me about Steven Espinosa. When has it been confirmed? Anybody credible that said that Tank and his team reached out to Devin Haney?
I got you. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. Steven Espinosa is all I heard that from. With that being said, I promise I'm going somewhere and you're not going to like it. Go ahead and make all the gestures that you want to make.
Go ahead, tell me.
Steven Espinosa said that. But if we are going to discredit Steven Espinosa, Blue, because we have caught Steven Espinosa in a lie before, if we're gonna say that he's not telling the truth about that because he was caught in a lie before, well then watch this chat. I guarantee I won't be able to go uninterrupted. Let's discredit literally 1,100% every fucking word that has ever came out of the mouth of Bill Haney or Devin Haney, because those are two of the biggest liars that we have in the sport of boxing. Number one.
Okay, now I'm asking you.
I told you were gonna cut me off.
I
told you were gonna cut me off.
Bro,
yeah, I know.
Bro, listen, pay attention.
I know.
I didn't cut you off. Listen to what I said.
Don't go while I was talking.
Bro, please listen. Don't go to number two. Give us examples of number one.
I'm gonna give you examples of both of them lying.
Okay, good.
100%.
Good.
Bill Haney told y'all that Kambosos had a rematch clause for the belts. But then Devin Haney just confirmed to y'all that if he had tried to drop the belts, then Kambosos was going to sue his ass. And so he ended up having to go through the fight with Kambosos. The lie detector says that proved to be a goddamn lie. Bill Haney also told y'all.
Now, can I hold on?
Bill Haney also told.
Hold on.
So you going to cut me off again?
Bro, just listen. See, this is the
so
thing.
You're going to cut me off again?
Bro.
I told you didn't want to go down this. Let's discredit the liar.
Bro, please stop, man.
I know.
Just over talking and over dribbling don't mean you scoring.
You're over talking me.
Okay, I'm not over talking, bro. You have to give dialogue to the. You can't just say something and don't have. You got to go into it, brother. You just said that Bill said that they had a rematch clause. That's what you said. And then Devin said if he didn't honor the rematch clause, Kambosos was going to sue him. That's what you just said.
I said a rematch clause for the belts.
Right.
He said Kambosos had it for the belts.
Right. So Kambosos was going to sue him, right? Correct. That's what you said, right?
100%.
Right. Okay. So now what I'm saying to you is this. Bob Arum and Top Rank, right, had in a position that they was going to pay Kambosos step aside money. Kambosos did not want to step aside, right? Did
George Kambosos have a rematch to fight Devin Haney, or did he have a rematch for the
We already know they had a rematch clause. You have
for
to give
who?
What do you mean?
Did he have a rematch for Devin Haney, or did he have a rematch clause for the belts?
Okay, they had a rematch clause. Clearly,
for who? For the belts or for Devin Haney?
Stop, bro. Stop.
No, bro, because you're moving around and wiggling and shit, bro.
Bro, stop, bro. It's we understand he has a rematch clause against Devin Haney for the belts.
So then Bill Haney lied when he said it was just for the belts. So can we move on?
Okay. Now you ready to listen? Because all of that.
Can we move on to the next lie? Because there's plenty more.
Bro, it's not a lie. You're not paying attention, brother.
It's not a lie. Okay.
No, brother. You're trying to KO. You are trying to create narratives. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. It's not a lie. I'm telling you what took place. Okay, you got to listen to what took place and stop trying to create a narrative out of it, brother. What I'm telling you is this. Yes, Kambosos had a rematch. You trying to use semantic. Well, it was for the belts and not Devin. It doesn't matter.
Semantic. The belts and Devin. The belts aren't even a fucking person, bro. Blue.
Listen.
It's not semantic.
Bro,
the belts aren't even a person.
Listen to this.
Devin Haney is a person.
Bro, listen to this.
Not semantics. That's a big bald-faced lie.
KO, you're not listening, brother. This is ridiculous. So first and foremost, it's just like right now. We got Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk.
Bro, stop muting me, dog.
Bro, KO. So listen. Stop trying to be right, bro, and listen.
I'm not trying to be right. I just happen to be right in this instance.
Tyson Fury and Usyk, do they have a rematch clause? Obviously, it's the belts, right?
No. Otherwise, Daniel Dubois would not be the IBF champion.
Because why? Because the IBF, the politics, brother. We know the fight is
which
supposed to be.
proves that you cannot have a rematch for the belts, which is what I've been trying to tell y'all, because the sanctioning bodies are going to move at their own volition. If they want to order a mandatory, if they want to strip you, they're going to do that. So when you say George Kambosos' rematch is for the belts and not for Devin Haney, that's a bald-faced lie.
Okay, so why would Devin Haney vacate the belts? Please explain that point.
Because he left the weight class.
No, he didn't leave the weight class. Why would he vacate? Why would he vacate the belts?
He was trying to vacate the belts to get out of the fight.
Okay, so let me explain something to the people, right? That KO is trying, this narrative he's trying to push. Let me explain to you guys.
Right,
okay, this is how it works. The champion has a rematch clause for the belts in every situation because he's the champion. So if he loses his belts, you put a rematch clause on the belts, not the fighter. We understand that already. But that, because if you the fighter that wins the fight, why would you want to lose the belts? That's the whole point in fighting for the belts. So they put a rematch clause on the belts. We already know this.
So you want people to believe that they put something in the contract, they put a rematch clause on the belt that they have no control over.
Right now, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, it looks ridiculous that the IBF stripped him knowing they had a rematch clause.
But if they have a rematch clause for the belt, the IBF shouldn't be able to strip him because it's in the contract, right?
Bro, every sanction body can do what they want to do. They operate how they want to.
Meaning you can't put their belts in your contract because you have no control over them.
Yes,
that's a lie, bro.
Bro. Yes, some belts can honor it, some may not.
But right? It's at the choice of the sanctioning body.
Bro, stop, man, stop, bro. You know what it is. The fighter, the champion he's the champion. He wants the right to regain his title if he loses it that night. So they put a rematch clause, right? So George Kambosos wanted a rematch clause because he's the champion should he lose his belt. Plain and simple. If Devin Haney didn't honor it, he was either going to get sued and lose the belts. But that's why they pay step aside money. Because again, like you are the mandatory, you can legally take action against the sanction body when they don't give you your opportunity. So that's why they have step aside money to begin with. And you pay your opponent step aside money or your mandatory step aside money, right? In the case of George Kambosos, Bob Arum and team and company was willing to pay step aside money if Tank Davis came knocking. George Kambosos is even on record saying, I hope I gave Devin Haney the opportunity. I hope he gives me the opportunity. Reason being that George Kambosos said that because George Kambosos did not want to uphold the rules and strip him and have this same situation that Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk has while they're fighting. They're supposed to be for undisputed, but the IBF has stripped Alexander Usyk of his belt knowing they had a rematch clause. The same thing they was going to do. Let me give you an example. That all sounds good, but it's nonsense and it's semantics to try to prove a point. It's silly. So let me give you another point, right? Errol Spence deserved the opportunity to fight for undisputed against Terrence Bud Crawford. That was the fight itself was for undisputed. Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence for undisputed at welterweight, right? Now, Errol Spence, if he would have activated the rematch clause and the rematch would have been at welterweight, they would not have been for undisputed.
And because Errol had a rematch with Terrence Crawford, not for the belt.
No, because Errol Spence had a mandatory in Jaron Ennis, and the IBF stripped him.
And he didn't have a rematch clause
because Terrence Crawford, what he did was he inherited Jaron Ennis as his mandatory. That all sounds good, but the facts is, right, that Errol Spence, if he would have activated the rematch and they would have rematched at 147, Errol Spence would not have had the opportunity. Terrence Crawford is going down in the history books as undisputed. Errol Spence, if he would have beat Terrence Crawford in a rematch at 147, he would have been back to where he was square one, a unified champion. That's nasty work.
You're proving my point.
So the point is, George Kambosos, hence the reason why George Kambosos went on record and told me personally, standing with Mickey Bay, I hope that Devin Haney honors his word and give me the same opportunity I gave him to fight for Undisputed. Because if Devin Haney would have went a different route, he would have not had the belts, and then George Kambosos would not be fighting for Undisputed. So therefore, that lets you know that they was trying to work something out, and let you know if Tank Davis came a knocking or if Teofimo Lopez was available, Bob Arum wanted to do those fights. Hence the reason why Bob Arum is on record saying, "Who wants to go back to Australia?"
They wanted. I don't disagree that Bob Arum wanted Devin in a bigger fight, but he had no say so. That was all up to George Kambosos.
Right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Hold on, it wasn't up to Kambosos. It was.
Yes,
up to
it was.
Devin. Bro, stop.
Kambosos is the one with the rematch clause.
Bro, it was not up to Kambosos. It was up to Devin Haney to make the decision to
break his contract.
No, to breach. Right, to say, hey, I'm gonna give you.
And get sued for breach of contract.
Bro, to say, listen, I'm gonna get stripped like Alexander Usyk just did. Take the belt and go away, no problem, right? Devin Haney could have said, "I'm just gonna vacate the belts right now," and then George Kambosos is out of luck.
It's suing him,
right? And then he's out of luck, right?
Suing him.
God, man. So then Devin Haney has other routes. There's ways to go around it. Okay, so Haney,
by breaching your contract.
Devin Haney would have went other routes, okay, and then just like Floyd Mayweather did with Oscar De La Hoya. It's not you. There's other routes that you can take if you don't want to do it. Period. Okay. So with that said, Devin Haney did not want. Tank Davis wasn't available. Teo said he wasn't fighting, so Devin Haney and Lomachenko wasn't ready. So Devin
Haney wasn't available because he had a rematch.
Okay, let's. Okay, so again, like I said, Teofimo
wasn't. But Teo wasn't fighting. You keep going around the bush.
Teo wasn't fighting. Teo wasn't fighting. Teo wasn't.
And the point is,
Lomachenko wasn't ready. So Devin Haney said, "What's the point? Tank Davis ain't fighting." The point I'm asking you is, why isn't Tank Davis sending Shakur and Devin a contract to fight? Answer that question.
I'll answer
because
that question.
They're not on the same
as
network.
Soon as I'll answer that question network. As soon as I get done saying what I was saying about your point about Steven Espinoza. See, I like what you tried to do there, but it doesn't work with me, bro. You discredited everything that Steven Espinoza said because you said that the man was a liar. Then when I began to discredit Bill Haney for being an even bigger liar, you went down and you tried to stay on one point and just talk for 15 minutes straight. But like I said, that was a long-winded way of you saying that George Kambosos had a rematch clause for Devin Haney, not for the belts. Because if he had a rematch clause for the belts, then guys like Terrence Bud Crawford wouldn't have been stripped when Earl activated his rematch clause. Guys like Alexander Usyk would not have been stripped when they got the rematch clause with Tyson Fury.
Well, you just lied. You just lied, bro. Bro, you just lied. You just lied. You just said that. You just said that. You just said that Terrence Crawford. You just said Terrence Crawford wouldn't have been stripped and Errol activate. He did activate the rematch clause.
That's not what I said. I said if the rematch clause was for the belts, the IBF would not have stripped him. If the rematch clause with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk was for the belts, then the IBF would not have stripped Alexander Usyk. The reason that these fighters hold on, bro. I can't.
Please stop, bro. I cannot. Bro, you are spewing misinformation, brother.
No, it's the truth.
Please stop, bro. Please stop.
No, it's the truth.
Please, bro. Please
it's
stop.
Not the truth, bro. It's not the truth. It's
bro.
Not.
It's not the truth, brother.
It's 100% true.
KO,
it's for the belts, bro.
KO, stop, bro. Stop, bro. These all of the rematch clauses are in the same way when it comes to world champions. Okay? It's all about morals and principles. That's what it comes down to. You're trying to make it that this fight is for the belts and this fight is for the fighter. No,
I'm not.
That's what you just said.
No, what I'm saying to you is you cannot put in a contract that this contract is a rematch for the belts. You can rematch that fighter and they can give you the same opportunity that you gave them, but you can't put belts in the contract because they have no control over them.
Stop, man. Stop, bro.
Stop telling you the truth?
Bro, it goes all the way back to Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield, brother. You got to do your research on this, bro. It goes all the way back. You could look at the Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield situation. The whole reason Evander Holyfield is not a 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion is because of the same situation. Lennox Lewis was the mandatory. Riddick Bowe didn't honor that. That's when he threw the belt in the garbage and they couldn't come to agreement, so on and so forth.
Did Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis ever fight?
Bro, stop. Evander Holyfield was the undisputed champion. Riddick Bowe beat Lennox Lewis didn't care if he fought Holyfield or Riddick Bowe. He wanted Riddick Bowe because of their history in the amateurs, but he wanted to be undisputed. Okay, when Riddick Bowe beat Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe became the undisputed heavyweight champion. When Riddick Bowe rematched Evander Holyfield, Holyfield beat Riddick Bowe in his second fight. He was the unified champion because guess what? Riddick Bowe threw away one of the belts. Right? Holyfield had a rematch clause. Riddick Bowe threw away one of the belts because this.
It's not true. Holyfield fought 2 fights in between that, bro.
Yes,
we're talking about immediate rematch clauses,
bro. Listen. The reason that
bro, okay, that's not true.
Okay, you want to talk? You don't even know what you're talking about.
Evander Holyfield.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Evander Holyfield.
Yes, because you don't.
Riddick Bowe fought 2 people after the first Evander Holyfield.
I gotta call Holyfield manager, who's my close friend. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Are you telling me that Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe went to a direct rematch?
Because Holyfield was dealing with a medical issue, and he decided that he wanted to get right, and then he wanted to come back 2 tune-up fights before he fought against Riddick Bowe. They were supposed to have an immediate rematch clause, bro. Please stop. Holyfield was the one that because he thought he was having an issue with his heart, that was an ongoing situation. He had a couple of health issues. They were supposed to have an immediate rematch. Riddick Bowe then came to, okay, I'm going to fight my mandatory, which was Lennox Lewis. They even had an agreement in place, bro. They had an agreement in place. And then things went haywire, and then it didn't happen. Riddick Bowe wasn't happy with some things. Lennox Lewis wasn't happy with some things. It went haywire, and then he was like, you know what? I don't care about the belt. He threw the belt in the garbage.
But the situation is completely different, bro, because they didn't go into it for all those reasons that you mentioned. It wasn't an immediate rematch. We're talking about immediate rematches where guys don't take tune-ups, guys don't take go-between fights. At the end of the day, if these guys were able to put belts in contracts, fighters wouldn't get stripped for honoring their contract obligations. Terrence Crawford should not have been stripped for trying to honor his contractual obligation, but he got stripped because his rematch clause with Errol Spence was not for the belts. It was just for Errol Spence. Alexander Usyk should not be stripped. Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury should be fighting for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world right now. But because their contract did not include a guarantee for the belts, Alexander Usyk got stripped by the IBF. That's what I'm telling you, bro. These dudes don't have contracts for the belts. That is a lie.
Because the belts play politics, right? So the belts are fickle.
All of that just to say I'm right, bro.
Bro, what I'm saying to you is
like all of this just to say I'm right and Bill Haney lied, bro.
What did he lie about? What are you talking about? What did he lie about? It's politics, brother. That's what I'm telling you. It's all politics. If they have the right money to,
hey, bro, not to cut you off, bro. I appreciate. I'm gonna tip off though, homie. I gotta run.
All right.
But salute to you, dog. I hope it's never serious, bro.
Yo,
just one time.
Pull up tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, I will if you live and I got time. I'll be here. But salute to you, salute to everybody in the chat, whether y'all rocking or not. I don't really care. Salute to Blueblood, one of the best doing it. Appreciate you, dog.
And go KO, put your link in the chat. Go subscribe to KO Boxing, man.
Oh man, they know where I'm at, bro. They can come see me.
Yes, sir.
But I appreciate you, dog.
I appreciate you. Man, we was cooking, man.
Man, y'all was going crazy.
Yeah, we was cooking, man. I was having fun, bro. Come on.
Man, let me step back.
I know the bro got to do his thing, man. We was cooking, man.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you a question, man. So do you know what an exclusive contract is, like exclusive deal with the network. Do you know what that is?
Exclusive network with a platform.
Yeah, with a platform like ESPN or
Like Top Rank got with ESPN, PBC
yeah,
had with Fox and Showtime.
yeah. So
Mhm.
do you know? Are you aware that fighters have exclusive contracts?
Yeah,
Okay. So do you have you ever seen Tank fight anybody other than Ryan Garcia that wasn't on PBC?
yeah.
Who?
Frank Martin
Frank Martin.
is with
He
Man Down.
ain't man down a part of PBC with Errol Spence.
He ain't signed to PBC. He signed to Man Down.
So what network do he fight on?
You what the network got to do with the promotional company?
That's what I asked you. Did you know about the networks? That's why I asked you about the
Yeah, I
contracts.
know that. Yeah, but again, like Jerron Busin is fought on the PBC, but he was signed to Showtime.
But he was signed to show. Ain't
Right,
that the network that they was fighting
right.
on
He he
at one
he,
point in time?
he was fighting on PBC cards, but
On Showtime,
was signed to Showtime.
and PBC was on every fight at one point in time before they shut down was on Showtime. So that was a network at one point in time. Now it's Amazon, right?
Right.
So like I said, we haven't seen Tank fight anybody other than Ryan Garcia that wasn't on that network.
Yeah,
So
but they ain't with the network.
which
Showtime shut down.
I I'm not talking about Showtime no more because we know
So what
Showtime
network?
is not.
PBC is not a network.
I know
Promotional
PBC
company.
is not a network. Amazon is the network now.
Right.
Okay, so now we know that let's get that out of the way. Well, no, let's stick with that because this is the point.
Hmm.
Tank has never fought nobody that wasn't on his network. And when they did, when Ryan Garcia came in, he had to fight on that network. So Tank is not ducking none of these guys.
So it's safe to say that we know he can fight outside of his network. Then
He didn't fight outside his network.
what do you mean? It was joint. You
If
could
it
have
if it
bought it.
was joint, if it was
You could
joint, then
buy
it
it. You
wasn't
could.
outside of his network.
Okay. Let me say it again. I watched the fight on the zone, so it was
Uh huh.
outside of his network because I didn't watch it on Showtime.
Was it on Showtime?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
So it was
So
joint. So
so
he fought again. If I don't have Showtime and I watch Tank fight Ryan on my platform, then he's fighting outside his network, correct?
no,
What do you mean
because
no? I just
because
watch
you
him
said
on
it
the
was
if I don't
joint.
have listen to
You
what I'm
said it was
saying.
joint.
If I bruh,
It
if
wasn't
I
like it
have
was just
bruh,
airing,
listen,
like it didn't
listen.
air on something else.
If I don't have Showtime and I
Uh
only
huh.
have the zone and HBO and I'm watching a Tank Davis fight, then he fought outside of his network, right? Because if he didn't, then I wouldn't be able to watch him on anything other than Showtime, right?
You kind of went blank for a second.
He fought. Did the zone get paid for Tank Davis fight?
Did the zone get paid for a Tank Davis fight? Yes,
Yes.
they did.
Okay, so he fought outside his network,
No, because it was
bro. What are you
joint, just
talking
like
about?
you said.
What are you talking about?
It was
If
joint.
the zone got paid,
If we're
did the,
together,
if the zone, it
how's
doesn't
it
matter.
outside of
It
the
doesn't matter.
network?
It doesn't matter, brother.
How's it
It
does matter.
bro, what are you talking about? He got
I'm trying
paid.
to tell you what I'm talking
The
about.
zone
That he
got
doesn't
paid.
fight outside of his network.
The zone got paid off a Tank Davis fight. Did they not?
Yeah, because they joint with
I
his
don't care
network.
if they joint or not, brother. Listen to what I just told you. If I
You trying
don't
to
have
miss the point. You trying to miss my point that he didn't fight outside of his network.
bro, if you don't have Showtime and I
N-
watch Tank versus Ryan Garcia, I only got HBO and the zone, and I watched Tank Davis fight. He fought outside his network.
Nah, he didn't. Because if he fought outside his network, that would be just Now, if you just said it was just on the zone by itself, that's him fighting. But since it wasn't just the zone and it was Showtime too, he didn't fight outside of his network.
brother.
Fighting outside of his
Brother,
network is fighting
brother. What are you talking,
exclusively
brother?
outside of
No,
his
no,
network.
that's not. You don't have to exclusively fight outside your network to fight outside your network. Let me give you another example.
Okay.
Okay, Sean Porter fought Terrence Crawford, right? Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury outside their network. The Showtime and PBC still got paid from it, but
Hmm.
it was outside their network,
Okay. And
right? So
remember how I started this conversation off with you, and I said there's some fighters that actually have exclusive contracts to their network. The fighter, particularly, not all fighters, but certain
what does that have to
fighters.
do with Tank? He
That
don't.
he's one of those. How do you
No,
know
he's
he's
not.
not? Okay, let me ask you this question: was Lomachenko one?
Lomachenko has exclusive. Okay, Lomachenko have exclusive rights to Top Rank, right?
Nope.
No,
I said, what was he? Was he?
I'm asking you a
Did he
question.
have an
Have you ever
exclusive
seen?
deal
Have you ever
to
seen Lomachenko
to
fight on any?
ESPN,
Have you ever
the
seen Lomachenko?
network,
Have you
the
ever seen?
network?
Have you ever seen Lomachenko fight on anything other than Top Rank and ESPN?
Nope.
Okay. Have you seen Tank fight on anything other than Showtime and the Zone? I mean, and Amazon. Yes.
Nope.
Yes, you
Nope.
have, bro. What are you talking about, brother?
What are you talking
You just,
about?
damn, bro. This is not hard. He just fought. If I don't have Showtime, brother, and I
Just
can watch
because
it,
you don't got Showtime doesn't mean that don't nobody else got Showtime.
bro, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about he
If I
didn't
don't have,
exclusively
bro,
fight
please stop,
outside of
please,
his
bro,
outside of his network.
bro, stop, bro, stop.
Nah.
If I don't have Showtime, and I
Hmm.
still was able to watch Tank Davis fight, that means he fought outside his network. Do you understand that?
No, because he didn't exclusively fight outside of his network. Showtime was
It
still
doesn't matter
airing
if it
that
was
same
exclusive.
fight.
It doesn't matter if it was.
Showtime was
It
still
doesn't.
airing the
Bro,
fight.
stop.
So that's
Damn,
not
man.
outside of his
Bro, I
network.
can't. Boxing, bro. This is sad. Boxing has the lowest IQ fans in all the sports.
Oh my God. So
They,
now I
bro,
got a low
bro,
IQ because you're
bro,
trying to make it seem
bro.
like he fought outside of his network when Showtime was still airing it. That same fight.
But if I don't have Showtime, brother, and I never had it, and I still could watch the fight, that means I watched them on a different network, didn't I?
Yeah,
I don't
you
care if
watched
it
it on
was
a different
jointed. I don't
network.
care. I don't care if it was
That
jointed.
matters though.
No, it does not matter. He fought outside his network, which
Oh
means
my.
they're willing to offer his services outside of his network if it's for the right fight. Do you understand that?
No,
So,
because they was still airing that fight.
oh my God.
Showtime still aired that fight.
Okay, all right, bro. We getting nowhere fast. Tell me what's your point, bro? Because
My
that
my
makes no
point,
sense.
I made my point a long time ago, is that he's got an exclusive rights contract with his network.
Okay. I'm glad you said
That's
that. I'm glad you said that. So
and
I'm glad you said that.
just like
So I'm
Lomachenko,
glad.
hold on, I'm not done. Just like Lomachenko did too, when y'all was saying, "Oh, why didn't they make that fight back
Okay,
in
let me ask you a
2000?"
question.
Hold on, back in 2018, why didn't they make that fight? Because he had exclusive rights to ESPN,
Uh-huh.
and that's why he could not fight outside his network, which they
Okay,
wanted to
so let me
make that.
ask you a
Hold on, I'm
question.
not done. Which they wanted to make that fight on pay per view, and
Right.
they wasn't having it because that's
Okay.
outside of his network, right?
Okay. Cool. Now let me ask you this question: what network does Shakur and Devin Haney fight on?
Shakur and Devin Haney,
Yeah.
the zone.
No. They both network promotional free agents.
What? We like you
What are you
talking about
lost?
now or then or like
Just
or before?
a month
Like
ago,
because right now they're not free agents.
a month ago, Devin Haney and Shakur both were free agents, right? Shakur just signed a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn DAZN, excluding Tank Davis. So, which means he's still a network promotional free agent when it comes to Tank Davis fight. Which means that they both can fight where Tank Davis is. So, why are you telling me about networks? Devin Haney is still not signed. He's not signed to Matchroom. He's not signed to anybody. So what are
So
you
you're
talking about?
saying that they got a two? He's got a because we can't talk about both of them at the same time.
Why can't
You
we? I'm
because they
telling you,
both doing two different things.
Devin Haney is a network promotional free agent. Shakur is a network promotional free agent when it comes to Tank Davis. So what does the network have to do
How is
with it?
he a network free agent when he signed with Eddie Hearn?
What are you talking about? Let me say it to you
What
again.
do you mean?
This is why it's important to not have false narratives pushed, because then people just
False narrative?
they can't comprehend what's taking
How's
place.
that a false
So
narrative
okay,
that he
let me
signed
ask you.
with Eddie Hearn?
Shakur Stevenson has a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn, right? If Tank Davis, it excludes Tank Davis. Let me say this slow. It excludes Tank Davis. If Tank Davis today said he wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson, right? Just like Devin Haney had in his contract with Eddie Hearn, that if the undisputed fight or Lomachenko fight or Tank Davis fight came available, that he had the ability. This is what Eddie Hearn, he doesn't mind negotiating this, that they have the ability to go elsewhere to fight, and he can't hold it against them, which makes them a network promotional free agent for specific fighters. So now Shakur and Devin, okay, let me just clarify for you. If Williams Zepeda came knocking for Shakur or Devin, then Eddie Hearn has rights to make that fight. They cannot fight without Eddie Hearn. But if Tank Davis came knocking, then Eddie Hearn has to take a step back legally, and he cannot bind them to anything, which means they can be they are network promotional free agents when it comes to Tank Davis. So why doesn't he make it a fight?
Okay, so let's run with that narrative.
Mhm.
If that's the case,
Wait, whoa,
and
stop. Let me stop
huh,
you. Don't say narrative. That's the truth. Please don't say narrative. That's the truth. That's a fact. That's
oh,
their
oh,
contract. Okay?
I say contract. All right,
That's their contract.
that from what you said.
No, it's not
So
what I said, it's what Eddie Hearn said. Please don't say it's what I said.
I haven't heard him say that, and
Well, then you
I'm
didn't pay
not going to
attention
argue
very
that. I'm
well.
not going to argue the fact that he did or he didn't.
Did you hear the Eddie Hearn? You heard the Eddie Hearn interview about Shakur when he said not making the Tank Davis fight. You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, so that's the
I
same
definitely
interview.
heard that.
He told you
So,
the details in the interview. You cannot
so
pick
this
and
is the
choose what
thing.
you
This
want
the
from it. You
thing
got to
right
listen
here.
to it.
This the problem with that.
Okay, what's the problem with it?
The problem with that is this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he set a fight for December with and his hands wasn't hurt. Let's say that. His
Right.
hands wasn't hurt and he got the Williams Zepeda fight coming in December. You trying to tell me that if Tank Davis said, you know what, Shakur, I want to fight you right now. Here's an offer, $20 million. I want it to go down in December. That Eddie Hearn is gonna say, you know what? All right, man, forget about that Williams Zepeda fight. Go ahead and fight Tank in December instead. That's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Yeah, that could have happened.
I find that very hard to believe that they sit here and got a
It
venue
doesn't
together.
matter what
They
it
got,
doesn't matter.
hold on. That they got a venue together. They got a time and a
They don't have
date.
a venue. They
They
don't have a venue. They don't have a time and
this
date.
is
Please
my
stop.
this is
Please
my
stop making.
scenario.
Okay,
Hold on.
bro,
What are you
it's not.
talking
But
about? They don't have a venue
stop,
and everything.
stop. I
No,
can't
I
stop,
just sit here
bro.
and put a
Stop,
whole scenario
stop.
together. We already
You
know
cannot,
that his
bro,
hands is hurt, and I just said his
stop,
hands wasn't hurt.
bro,
So and you're
stop. We cannot create false narratives just because you want to create a scenario. Just because, well, this is my scenario. Your scenario is false. It's false. It's not the truth. You just tried to make it that they have a date, they have a venue, they have this. They don't have any of that. They don't have any of that. None of that set. Okay? And obviously, if Shakur Stevenson has a fight lined up to fight next month and Tank Davis come knocking, why would he turn? Why would he stop? We're not talking about that. We're talking about in a timely manner. If Tank Davis say, hey, in February, I want to fight, what's up? Then Tank can say, okay, well, I'm gonna entertain. Shakur can say I'm gonna entertain the Tank Davis fight. And there's nothing legally they're gonna do to prevent that from happening. It's the same way that Devin Haney was involved with Eddie Hearn, and then when Top Rank came with an opportunity, Devin Haney said, I'm gonna go to Top Rank. Eddie Hearn wasn't happy about it, but he had to go with it. And it's the same thing he has right now with Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, Eddie Hearn being a promoter, he wants to be involved in the biggest fights possible. He don't want to splurge money on you, and then for the biggest fight of your career, you leave him. Obviously, he don't want to do that. But guess what? He's taking it how he can get it, which is they coming to him. Okay, I get the chance to promote you. Similar. If Errol Spence had beat Terrence Crawford or vice versa, and they could say, listen, you know what? If you're Jerron Boots Ennis, who just signed with Eddie Hearn, this Terrence Crawford fight present itself, or Errol Spence fight present itself, you can't. I don't want you to block that, or I'm not going to sign with you. Eddie Hearn agrees to that. That's what happens.
Bro.
We can't. But just because we want it to be a certain kind of way, you can't create your own narrative. It don't work that way.
I didn't create a narrative. I just showed you where that logic is flawed. Because how can he just push aside a fight because Tank decided he wanted to appear and say, "Oh, let's fight," and then
Why
if
would? What,
Eddie Hearn
first
already
of all,
has
it's
a
not.
fight, hold on. If
Oh
Eddie Hearn
God,
already got
man.
a fight set up for him, then he's not going to just stop that fight because Tank Davis came around like that.
Okay,
You
I mean,
can't tell me that makes
Boxing
sense.
fans can't be serious. I mean,
That can that doesn't make
you can't be
sense.
serious. You can't be serious right now. You don't
How
understand
can
what
I be
you
serious?
don't
Because that's
understand.
what you just said he can do in his
If Shakur
contract.
Stevenson have a fight in a week, he's fighting next week, and then Tank said, "Hey, I want to fight you." Why would he pull out the fight? What are you talking about? That just sounds silly.
I
Why
didn't
would
even
he?
say
Why
a
would he?
week.
Why
You
would he?
just said that. You're trying
Any
to
you
make
just
it
said that
ridiculous
if he got
by
a fight,
saying a
if he got
week.
a fight,
I
you
just
said if
said
he got a
December.
you said if he
Is
got a fight,
December
if he
even a
got
week away
you said if he
now?
got a fight, if
No.
he oh man, bro, Jesus Christ, bro.
It doesn't nowhere near logical for him to push aside
Okay,
a fight if he already got a fight
okay,
set
you right,
up.
you right, brother, you right,
Like, so how's that in the contract? That
you
doesn't make sense.
you
So
right, my baby,
he's clearly not gonna fight him.
right, okay,
He
you
put
right.
that down. He said that. Now I heard Eddie Hearn say that we're not going to fight Tank.
You didn't hear
So
that. That's not what he said. Now you're just making up stuff. He never said
I'm
that,
making up stuff when he said it. Tank is not a part of it. A
bro.
part of his.
You just lied. You just said that
That's not
Eddie
a
Hearn said
lie.
we're not. You said that Eddie Hearn said we're not going to fight Tank. He never said that. And
How is
what he
he?
said, okay,
Why wouldn't
bro,
Eddie Hearn
man,
had
paying
said that
attention,
if he's not a part of his?
paying attention is free. It's the most free, expensive thing in the world.
Bro, you just even
Okay,
said that.
I did not say that. Pay attention,
You
brother.
said he's not a part of
Bro,
his two fight deal,
damn, man,
right?
stop, man. Y'all. This starts to annoy me with this nonsense, bro. You're
Uh,
not paying attention. Eddie
Paying
Hearn
attention to
clearly
what?
said, bro, stop. Stop trying to create your own narrative
I'm not
because
creating a narrative.
you want Tank to look good. You want to shine him in the best light possible. Please stop. What I'm telling you is Eddie Hearn says his deal with Shakur. This is clearly what he said. He said, my deal with Shakur is I can make and reach out to make any fight. I was instructed to not reach out to Tank Davis. My involvement with Tank Davis can ruin a possibility of Shakur getting a fight. So I do not have the ability to negotiate a Tank Davis fight, is what he's saying. So
So
when it comes to Tank Davis and Shakur wants to make the fight. And Eddie Hearn even said that's smart on the part of Shakur because I can ruin the opportunity. I think I can be an asset and we can help make the fight. But if Shakur thinks that I'm going to ruin the opportunity, we have to take a step back. That's what he said. What y'all trying to make it is something completely different than what he said. He didn't
so
say
verbatim.
Shakur
So
said he didn't.
verbatim.
I
Did he
just
not
told you, bro.
say?
I just told you
No,
verbatim.
no, no. So I'm making this up. I'm spinning a narrative when I heard him say clearly, say we have a 2 fight deal and it doesn't include Tank. Did I make that up?
You ready to pay attention?
Did I make that's a
Okay.
yes or no question? Did I make that up?
We have a
Did
two
he
fight
not
deal.
say that?
Yes, brother.
Okay, that's
Because
all I want to know.
okay, so what did you accomplish by knowing that?
It's exactly what I said. It doesn't include Tank. His
It
two
doesn't
fight deal
include
doesn't include Tank.
it doesn't include Tank because if Eddie Hearn is involved with trying to make a Tank fight, it would destroy it. So he doesn't have any involvement. So Shakur has it set up. Let me say this again slower, brother. Shakur has it set up with Eddie Hearn. Yes, right now I'm going to stay active. Tank is not looking to fight. So I'm going to stay active. I'm going to work with you to make these fights. If Tank Davis decides to fight next, then Eddie Hearn is going to take a step back and Shakur can negotiate. He's not contractually obligated to anything with Eddie Hearn and Top and DAZN and Matchroom when it comes to Tank. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
So it's like he's
I
a.
just
It's
said
like
that.
he's. So it goes back to him being. So what? So again, I'm asking you, why didn't Tank look to make the fight?
What are you talking about? He had his team reach out to him.
He had his team reach out to him. What dialogue did they have?
Uh, you said that he said he was checking his schedule. So
Who's checking it? Shakur said yes, and did he get back
okay.
to you?
Shakur says yes, and then he got
And
on
then what happened?
Twitter and he got on Twitter and he said, "I'm not going to wait for him to make an offer or
Bro,
for him to call back."
I can't do this, bro. I can't,
Oh, so I'm
I
lying
can't, bro.
about that. I'm
Yes,
lying
you are.
about that. He
Yes,
didn't
you
say
are.
he wasn't going to wait for him.
Shakur,
Did he not
yes,
say that?
big brother. Please stop.
Please
Please
stop.
stop.
What?
I
Telling the
can't.
truth?
All right, great brother. Anything else? Because you just killing my
Because
brain cells at this point.
Shakur got on
This
Twitter
is
and
just,
said that he was not
bro,
going to wait
bro,
on Tank.
bro. Let me say this right. This was that he said that when he signed the deal, and that was months later, brother. Please
That
stop.
was not months later.
Okay, brother.
That was
And
not
anything.
months later.
Okay,
He
brother.
hadn't even signed with Eddie Hearn
He
yet
reached out
when
to
he
Shakur.
said that.
Okay, let me do. I don't. You could do math, correct?
Yeah, I can do math.
Okay.
It wasn't
He
2 months later.
He reached out to Shakur in July. Shakur set up the fight with Williams and Pay to win. When did that announcement happen?
I don't know.
That was months later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I just said that.
Okay, you said when he set up a fight with him. When he set
When Shakur
that
announced
tweet out, when
when
he set
Shakur
that tweet
announced
out was
when
not months later.
okay, so what was it?
It was literally like a couple weeks later.
It was a couple weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, about two
Okay,
weeks when he said, "I'm not going to wait on him any
okay,
longer."
so he said that in August 3rd then. Because 2 weeks after
It was
Lomachenko
right
pulled out.
after his. It was pretty
Okay,
much
so
right after his fight when he was a free agent.
Tank's
It was
team
right
reached out.
after his last fight with Artem.
Oh, okay. Now that's a lie. That was in
What
July.
was a lie?
He fought. Shakur's his last fight was July 9th.
Okay,
You
so
said it was
where
right
am I
after.
lying at?
You said it was right after.
Yeah, it was after the fight.
Okay, so
Like
now
like after, like it's a
let's
long time after. You know,
okay,
like
so now let
did
me
I
put
say a
this. Let's put
specific
this in
date?
perspective. Let's put this into perspective. Okay, Shakur fought July 9th, right?
Okay,
Tank fought June 15th. Tank
okay,
was negotiating with Lomachenko
uh-huh,
to fight for November, right?
mm-hmm,
In July. So why
yep,
would Shakur wait for him?
huh?
Huh?
Well, like, wait a
You
minute.
need me
What
to
are
do
you
the math for
talking
you? You
about?
need me to do the math for you again?
He did not
I'm gonna do the math.
contact him while he
I
was
need you.
talking to
To.
you.
This is
Why
this is.
are you
I'm gonna need you to pay
you trying to
attention.
merge
I'm gonna
stuff
need you. I'm
together?
gonna
I
need you
see
to
what
pay
you're doing.
attention.
You
I'm gonna
trying to
need you.
merge stuff together, and
Okay,
that
I'm
you
gonna need you to
merging
pay attention.
timelines right
Okay,
now.
paying attention is free. It's the most free, expensive thing in the world.
Yeah, I
I
am
need you.
paying
Okay,
attention.
I'm gonna give you the timeline again, and I'm gonna ask you to pay attention. You said after Shakur's last fight, 2 weeks after his last fight, that Shakur said he's not waiting for Tank. That's what you said, right?
I said it was after. I didn't say it was 2 weeks after.
You
I
just
said he
said.
gave him.
I said. Okay.
I said he
This is
gave
why.
Tank 2 weeks after contacted his team
This is why,
contacted him.
This is why stupidity is contagious. I just
What
asked you.
stupidity got to do with anything?
I said when Shakur said that it was months after. You said no, it was literally weeks
You
after.
said 2 weeks.
Again, paying attention is free. I said Shakur said that months after. You said no, it was a couple of weeks after his last fight. That's what you said.
No, I did not. You're not paying attention to me.
Oh, so
That's what's
okay.
happening.
So I'm gonna
You're
ask you
not
again.
paying
Okay,
attention.
so now
I
I'm gonna ask.
said this is
Okay,
what I
so
said.
I'm gonna
I
ask
said
you
it was
again.
2 weeks. Hold on, let me just clear this up. I said he waited 2 weeks after Tank's team hit him up. After Tank's team reached out, he waited 2 weeks afterwards and said, "I'm not waiting on him any longer."
Okay,
That's
so
what I said.
now I'm gonna repeat what you just said to make sure, because that's what I asked you the first time. I said so. Then 2 weeks after Tank's team reached out, I said then that had to be around the time Terrence Crawford fought, right? That would be two
You
weeks.
brought up something about August. You didn't say nothing about Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford fought August 3rd. You do know that, right?
I guess.
You guess. No, he
Yeah,
fought
because I
August
don't
3rd.
remember the date.
Oh, well, he fought August 3rd, brother.
Okay.
Again, paying attention is free. It's the most
Bro,
free,
you didn't say
expensive
nothing.
thing in the world.
I am paying attention. You said
You're
August.
clearly
You didn't
not
bring
paying
up
attention.
Terrence
You're clearly
Crawford.
not paying attention.
That's how much I'm paying
You're
attention.
clearly not paying
You
attention
never
because
brought up Terrence Crawford.
I
You said August.
just said
Yeah,
if
just
he said
said.
it if he said it 2 weeks, that means he said it in early August, and you
Yeah,
said
that's what you
no,
said.
right?
I said I don't know. That's what I said.
Okay, you said, damn, bro. You said 2 weeks after Tank's team reached out, Shakur
Uh-huh.
put the post up. That's what you said, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that would make it the week of Terrence Crawford's fight,
Okay.
right? Which would be August.
Okay.
So, what are you talking about when I said it was in August and you said
I
no?
don't know. I said
What do
I
you
don't
mean? Did
know.
Terrence Crawford,
I never
bro?
said no.
I
I said
asked
I
you
don't
when
remember
we
the
first
date.
started it. When it first started, I said, "Can you count?" You said, "Yeah."
What's counting got to do with
You because you
remembering
know
dates?
months and you don't you know months and dates.
I know months and days.
What comes?
That don't
What
mean
you
that
have?
I
Okay,
remember the
what
exact
month comes
date
after
that he
July,
said
bro?
something
Let me
that.
ask you a
Oh,
question.
I
What
know
month? What
the
month, bro? What
bro.
month comes after
You
July,
getting into some other stuff that ain't got nothing to do
bro?
with what we
What month
talking
comes
about.
after July? What month comes after
We
July,
we not even talking about that.
bro? What month
Like
comes?
you trying to
What month?
sidetrack
Yeah,
and move
bro,
the
bro, bro,
goalposts
bro. Punch. I'm
because you
trying to.
don't like the fact
Bro.
that
I'm
this
trying to be
man.
patient, bro. I'm trying to be
How are
patient.
you being patient when you're talking about
I'm,
something
I'm,
else? Oh, when's the
I'm gonna.
next month after this? Like what? Like this not even boxing no more.
Okay, let me ask you again. What month comes after July?
June.
All right, see you later, brother. So anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. Swift 718, my brother, been a channel member, family member for 12 months. Salute to your family. He said, bottom line, Eddie Hearn was working on Devin Haney's behalf. Promoters work for the fighters in this level. All facts. All facts. Swift 718, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said Tank would easily have passed Hearn's offer to the right people. Yo, Al, they offering me this. I want this fight and this bag. All facts. All facts. You can't make this up. Boxing fans have the lowest IQ of all fans in sports. They'll say anything to Town Biz in the building. They'll say anything to get their point across. Bro said, now this is I'll ask him to pay attention what he just said. He said a couple of weeks after Shakur fought, he said he ain't waiting for Tank. So I said Shakur fought July 9th. And July 9th, when Shakur fought, Tank was negotiating with Lomachenko. So why would he be waiting for Tank? Tank is looking to fight Lomachenko in November. Why would Shakur just sit and wait for him? Well, I didn't say that. I said he did that 2 weeks after Tank team reached out. I said, well, that would make it in August then. So he put the post up in August. No, he ain't put the post up in August. Well, what month comes after July? If I said Tank team reached out to him the last couple of weeks in August, because that's when the Lomachenko negotiations fell through. July 27th is when the July 18th and 19th. That's when the negotiations fell through. And the next couple of days, they reached out to Shakur and a couple other people. So if he did that 2 weeks after that, that would make it August. No. No what? Bro, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this stuff up. You can't begin to make this stuff up. Swift 718, my brother in the super chat. You can't begin to make this stuff up. He said the Zone is actually only a sports streaming platform. Right. This again, like I said, the Zone does not get, you cannot get Al Heyman. That's why I asked KO. So Al Heyman contacted Shakur. Nope. I don't know. We know very well Al Heyman ain't called Shakur Stevenson. What are we talking about? Shakur would have said, if Al Heyman called Shakur Stevenson, Shakur would have said, hey, Al Heyman called me. So my point is this. He said, well, Devin called Eddie Hearn. Devin called Top Rank. He ain't called none of them. They called Devin. And you don't have to call Al Heyman to get a Tank fight, because Tank calls you. Just like he called Ryo right now. Just like he called Frank Martin. I mean, yeah, Shakur fought June 9th. June 9th. I meant to say that. Pardon me, people. I meant to say June 9th. So Shakur, after that, Lomachenko and Tank was already negotiating. How do we know that? Because a week before Tank fought Frank Martin, Tank announced that he's fighting Lomachenko next. So why would Shakur wait for Tank if he's fighting? If in June, Tank Davis is telling us he's fighting Lomachenko in November, why would Shakur wait the rest of the year for him? Make this make sense. So Shakur says, hey, bro, I'm not going to wait for Tank. He fight November. He ain't going to fight for the rest of the year. Oh, he was moving on. Bro, man, we got to make this make sense, bro. E313, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, break him down, Blue. It's easy because they're emotionally speaking, bro. They don't want to say that, hey, Tank ain't trying to make these fights. Period. He ain't trying to make these fights. He said that he wanted to fight Devin. When did he send the contract? Next to never. He said he wanted to fight Shakur. When did he send the contract? Next to never. Next to never. But right now, Ryo, he's persistently and consistently, they're contacting Ryo to make a fight. Ryo is saying, hey, we ain't ready. They still trying to convince Ryo to fight. So why you ain't trying to convince Shakur and Devin to fight right now? If you calling out Lamont Roach, why, if you calling out Devin Haney on social media, well, call Devin Haney to fight then. Call Devin Haney to fight. Well, now it's based off of your last performance. They'll tell you anything but let's fight. They'll tell you anything but let's fight. So Devin Haney is available right now. Send him a contract. Devin Haney said he's about to get back in the ring. Send him, inquire about Devin Haney. Let's see Devin Haney. Call Devin Haney bluff right now. Call Devin Haney bluff. Call Devin Haney and say, hey, listen, what's up? I want to fight you next. So you mean to tell me because Devin Haney had a quote-unquote bad performance against Ryan Garcia, then Tank and Devin won't be a good fight? So Tank and Devin ain't going to be a good fight because Devin he had a terrible performance his last fight. So you telling me that you fighting, now make this make sense. So Lamont Roach right now, no disrespect to Lamont Roach, but if you fight Lamont Roach is a bigger fight than Devin Haney right now? You gonna make more money and it's a bigger fight fighting Lamont Roach right now than fighting Devin Haney because Devin Haney last fight? Make this make sense. That's ugly. So Devin Haney is a lesser fight than Lamont Roach right now? Come on, man. Well, Devin Haney, did you see how he looked his last fight? Who cares? You think the fans, if Tank go and knock Devin Haney out, Tank Davis fans ain't going to be happy? They ain't gonna celebrate. They ain't gonna rejoice. When Devin had the quote unquote biggest wins of his career, Tank wasn't trying to fight him. When Devin beat Lomachenko and Regis Prograis, when did Tank send the contract then? Make this make sense. Okay, they said, well, Tank couldn't fight him when Devin beat Kambosos the first time because they had a rematch called. Okay, so tell me what happened when he beat Lomachenko and when he beat Regis Prograis. Did he have lackluster performances then? Him and Lomachenko was an exciting fight, and he dominated Regis Prograis. So why wasn't he sending a contract then? Why didn't he send the contract then? Somebody tell me that. So he couldn't send a contract then. First they said he couldn't send a contract because he had a rematch clause. Where you going? Oh. So you leaving? Get Grandpa Kishi. Get Grandpa Kishi. You leaving? You leaving? I want some. Thank you. I'll see you later. Get Kishi. Look. Say see you later. My grandbaby leaving. Say see you later. Look, right there, baby. Look. You see? Look. Look. Say see you later. Look. Say see you later. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You gotta put your hand up here. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say see you guys later. I'm leaving. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Gigi.
He did it.
Gigi. Look, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. No, you gotta say it. Say it.
Say bye-bye. No.
Bye. Give Kissy. Give Grandpa Kissy.
Kissy.
Give me Kissy first. Give Kissy. Give Kissy. Give Grandpa Kissy. Mwah. Give Kissy. Can I get Kissy? Gigi. You going bye-bye? Okay. You going auntie? See you later. So my thing is, okay, so now think about this. When Devin had the two biggest wins of his career, he didn't send him a contract. When Devin loses, now I can't send him a contract because he lost. But you talking about him on social media every day. So now you're talking about what? Well, he's this, he's that. Well, send him a contract. Send him a contract. We got to make this make sense, man. We got 10,000 rhymes and reasons why he can't send a contract. Yeah, well, he can't send it because of this. Well, that's because Devin looked bad. Well, you got to reach out to Al. You got to do, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You got to reach out to Al. Well, did Frank Martin reach out to Al? No. Did El Rayo reach out to Al Heyman? No. El Rayo didn't reach out to Al Heyman to make a fight. They calling El Rayo. They calling El Rayo to make a fight with Tank. But Devin got to reach out. Devin got to reach out to Al Heyman. He said, how did Devin get a fight with Regis? How did Devin get a fight with Ryan? He reached out to Eddie Hearn. He reached out to and that's why I said Devin didn't reach out to them. They reached out to Devin. They reached out to Devin. The only person he reached out to Eddie Hearn was the Regis Prograis fight. Joe Johnson, nephew in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, KO be quick to listen and slow to speak. Shaking my head. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Right. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It all sounds good to be like, yeah, well, he could have reached out to, man, he did. Why he took the time to dance in the video in the dark, he could have said, hey, listen, hold on. Y'all ain't getting contact. They thought they got in contact with the right person, Bill Turkey, right? You cannot call Al Heyman. You ain't calling Al Heyman and doing nothing. That ain't going to happen, bro. You're not calling Al Heyman to do nothing. Again, people, I know this for a fact. There is fighters with the PBC that never talked to Al Heyman. Believe that. There's actual fighters that be like, bro, I never talked to Al Heyman. I never seen Al Heyman. I know this for a fact. So you think that just yeah, they trying to play games, man. Trying to play games. Big Dog Willie, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Bill Haney is the biggest cap artist in boxing. Knockout boxing 86 TV is 100% right. Tank dude pulls some BS. Not everyone is ducking Tank. Eddie capped too. Bill ain't, see, y'all like to put that on Bill, right? But the fact is, when did Devin Haney duck anybody? That sounds good, but when did you see Devin Haney duck somebody? When? When you seen Devin Haney turn down a contract? Ever? The GOAT 95 brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what comes after July? June. In the middle of my workout, I had to stop. Yo, bro be tripping, man. I missed some super chats, man. What super chats did I miss, man? I apologize, man. I missed some super chats. I missed some super chats. It just pushed me off, man. It pushed me right off, and then I couldn't. Now I can't see the super chats. I'm sorry, people. The super chat. I know I missed a few super chats. Oh, let me see if I can catch it on here. Yeah, I can't play those games, man. It just makes me. Brooklyn born, salute, King. I apologize to everybody super chat I missed, because they pushed me off. They pushed me right off the stream, man. So again, like I said, man, it doesn't matter who you think is gonna win. It doesn't matter who you think is going to win. That's not my point. If you think that Tank gonna knock out Devin, cool. If you think that Devin is gonna beat Tank, cool. If you think Tank gonna knock out Shakur, cool. If you think that Shakur gonna beat Tank, cool. That's not my point. My point is, this is my point, is that when we gonna see it? When we gonna see it? That's my point. All of the rest of the stuff is for the birds. Don't tell me about all that. Well, Bill capping. He said Bill capping about the Kambosos fight. Well, what happened after the Kambosos? Okay, let's say that's true. Let's say Bill was capping about the Kambosos fight, right? And the rematch clause, so on and so forth. Okay, even then, did Tank inquire about fighting Dev at that point in time? Did he reach out and say, hey, let's fight? And then Bill was like, man, we want to fight, but we ain't got the cap. And Bill was capping? No. So why are we talking about Bill was capping about the Kambosos rematch? What difference does it make? Did Tank ever reach out at that point in time to inquire to see if he was available? No. So if he didn't, then why are we talking about Bill capping for Kambosos? Make it make sense. It don't make sense. So did Tank reach out? Then he said what Steven Espinosa said. Well, Steven Espinosa, he said that they reached. Did Tank and his team confirm that ever? No. Did you ever hear Tank and Calvin and Kenny say, we reached out to Devin? You ain't never heard that. Did you hear Bill and team confirm that? Shut Up and Laugh said, I get that, but we don't know. No, you do know who to blame. You don't want to say who is to blame. See, that's the difference between me and everybody else. You know damn well who is to blame, but you don't want to say it. So you rather play the fence and be like, well, we really don't know who to blame. No, you know who to blame. You know exactly who to blame. What you mean you don't know who to blame? This is how you don't know who to blame. When they have negotiations and negotiations fall apart. When the negotiations fall apart, right? When the negotiations fall apart, then you can say you don't know who to blame. When Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence negotiations fell apart the first time, you can say, man, I don't know who to blame. Was it Terrence Crawford? Was it Errol Spence? Right? They was having dialogue. They was going back and forth. You see, this is the coward stuff I talk about. And no disrespect to you, Shut Up and Laugh, but this is the stuff I talk about. Now you talking about Dev had the belts, he's supposed to reach out. Dev had the belts, he's supposed to reach out. He did reach out. And what came of it? You don't know who to contact. You contacted the wrong person. What are you talking about? So let me ask you a question, Shut Up and Laugh. Didn't Dev and Bill and Turkey, didn't they reach out? And Eddie Hearn reach out? Didn't they reach out? Blade Brown, what's up? Didn't they reach out? Because you said Dev got the belts, he's supposed to reach out. Okay, so they reached out. So now who's to blame? Shut up and laugh. Because Devin and them reached out and nothing came of it. But a video of Tank dancing saying y'all reached out to the wrong person, you don't know who to get in contact with. That ain't enough to tell you what everything you need to know? They tried to commander the event. You see what I'm talking about? Coward behavior. Coward behavior. He is afraid to say the truth. Now he's saying, well, they tried to commander the event. Which one is it? You just said they're supposed to reach out. Now they reached out. Well, but they wanted to be in control. It's coward behavior. Straight up and down. It's coward behavior. A bunch of fanism and a bunch of coward behavior. Scared to tell the truth. Phil Houston, what's good? First you said we don't know who to blame. Then you said Devin was supposed to reach out. Then I showed you Dev did reach out. Well, but they wanted to be in charge. You said everything but the person who faulted this. Period. Now look at this. More silliness. It gets sillier and sillier. DGZ6. He said Tank want to fight a champ. Devin's not a champ. So he'd rather fight Lamont Roach, 130 pounder, who won't be a champion because he's not a 135-pound champion. So he fights Tank at 135. He's not a champion. Y'all sound sillier and sillier. You sound sillier and sillier. If that's the case, Dev is the same version of champion that Lamont Roach is. Lamont Roach will be a champion in recess, and so will Devin Haney. And Frank Martin wasn't a champion. You can't make this stuff up. It gets worse and worse. Well, no. What it is he want to fight champions. J Pitty City, what's up, family? Ryan Garcia wasn't a champion. Frank Martin wasn't a champion. His last 2 fights wasn't against champions. Actually, his last 3 fights. Rolly wasn't. In his last, Rolly, Pitbull, Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin wasn't all champions. Hector Garcia was a 130-pound champion, so he was champion in recess. Because Tank beat him, he didn't lose his belt. He went back down and lost his belt to Lamont Roach. And now Lamont Roach will be a champion in recess when he go up. And Tank beat him, he'll still be champion when he go back down. Which means he's not fighting a champion. Which means he might as well go ahead and fight Devin Haney, who's WBC champion in recess. Y'all got to relax. Time Money 87, what's good? Hey, man. Jay Pitty said, I've been laughing for hours. Bro, it's a comedy show, bro. Offie shoe, everything, brother. He said these dudes are super casual, blue. They know nothing about boxing. No, they know. They just don't want to know. Malante Davis, what's up, family? Look, shut up and laugh. He's getting emotional. So why you think Tank won't make these fights? Smart guy with due respect. Because he don't want to fight the wrist. I mean, I'm asking you why he ain't making the fights. Why don't you answer it? You just walk me around the block. I'm just DF. What's up? Cortez Bowles, what's good? He said you're preaching to the cemetery, bro. He said smart guy. So I've been asking you all this time why he ain't sent the contract. You told me you don't know who to blame. Then you said Devin is the champion. He need to send an offer. Then I told you Devin reached out. Then you said, yeah, well, Devin wanted to control the narrative. Which one is it? Oh, man. Yeah, y'all. It's pure comedy, boy. Boston is pure comedy. Boston, hey, I know Tate somewhere cracking up, bro. He's somewhere cracking up. He's somewhere laughing at y'all. It's pure comedy. Pure comedy. It's pure comedy, bro. I know Tank's somewhere cracking up, bro. He gotta be. He gotta be. He know it's pure comedy. He like, bro, y'all are pure comedy. Pure comedy. It's pure comedy, bro. It's absolutely pure comedy, bro. With that said, man, I gotta get out of here, man. Pure comedy. Pure unadulterated comedy. Devberry worry about his next fight. Shakur too. Look, Dev better worry about his next fight. Shakur too. Why isn't Tank his next fight? Answer that question. Cali World, peace of blessings. Jay Lynn, peace of blessings. Nick J, 50% of the Queens of the Ring, the chocolate drop. Blessings, Queen. Bless to all the Queens was in the building. I don't think I seen Tiana Scott in a while. Did we see Tiana Scott today? House Cat Puncher, what's good? Now, hey, Jay Lynn, look at him. Didn't you pick AJ? Don't laugh. And me and 90% of the world. It was an upset loss. Did you pick Daniel DeBose? Now he mad. Hey, Kate Crowder, my brother. Hey, look, now he mad. Did you pick Daniel DeBose? Shut up and laugh. Did you pick Daniel DeBose? Blade Brown did. It was 2 people, 3 people. He said, yeah, I picked AJ. So then what are you talking about? Hey, man, pure comedy. I love y'all, man. I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through, man, studying up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Let me get out of here. Till tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. He said, see, Blake Brown said, LOL, what's the point? Right. So if your point was to try to say, I don't know boxing, then you don't know boxing. You can't make this stuff up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace. Much love to each and every one of y'all, man. Okay, AK. Drew Titan LLC, what's up? He said, I picked DuBose, but what does that have to do with anything? hey, Drew, He said, "Man, you picked AJ. What did that have to do with Tank, bro?"
What you shake your head for?
Yo, what did that have to do with Tank though? Bro, it's nasty world out here, bro. Nasty world. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.